The king in the north! The king in the north!
Yo, as always, like, share, subscribe. Now let's just get into it. So this is the call-in show. These are the breaks. So this is the call-in show. What a breath of fresh air yesterday. Actually saw a team, at least in the second half, that looked well coached, that looked disciplined, that looked prepared to play football. You know, we actually saw some signs of life from Chiron Moore wearing the colors. Wow. What a revelation. You coach at Michigan, their colors are maize and blue. You wear maize and blue. Amazing. So that was something good to see. Keep it up. Keep wearing the colors, brother. We saw him hold Jasper Parker accountable. You know, saw some fire out of him, some life, that you're focused and understanding the whole game. You're understanding the whole game, that you have to hold people accountable. That's your job. So that was good to see. You know, what else was going on? We had Texas escape. Matthew Miller, you escaped. You're going to lose again. You're going to lose again, boy. And I want that 50. I got a bet with Matthew Miller from Texas Voice of College Football that Texas won't make the playoffs. They should have lost last night. I could taste, I could feel that hot 50 in my pocket. And then Kentucky blew it. Y'all gonna lose again, though. I'm gonna wait on it. Y'all escaped. You know, when they won that game, I had to, you can't keep getting away with this. You can't. They gonna lose, though. Who else? Bama took out Tennessee, kind of a controlled butt whooping, you know. Indiana destroyed Michigan State. Ohio State destroyed Wisconsin. You know, Georgia said, hey, we y'all think we ain't that, but hey, I still know I Kirby Smart said, I still can outcoach him. I bet you I can outcoach him, though. You know, and Georgia pulled away. It looked like Ole Miss was going to have something, but nobody's going to give you anything, Lane Kiffin. You want your respect as a head coach to be that guy, you got to take it. And that was a game where you really needed to take it from Georgia, you know. So that was that. Notre Dame runs it down USC's throat in the rain. You know, they ran it down their throat. They had about 300 rushing yards. I wanted Notre Dame to lose. I did. But USC went back to their old tricks. Lincoln Riley, you thought you arrived beating Michigan. You ain't arrived yet, you know. So that's kind of what was going on around college football. But a good day. Man, that was a beautiful day of college football. What more? College football yesterday said, what more do you want from me? I'm giving you everything you need. I'm giving you everything. So what we got? I'm going to drop the link in a minute, but Michigan That was a beautiful game, you know. First half, I was a little worried. First half, I was worried because we should have been up more. And I guess if you're a Washington fan, you would say we should have been up. You know, both teams left a lot of points on the field in the first half. Both teams left a lot of points on the field. And in the second half, Michigan was getting their points, executing offensively, executing defensively, and Washington, you get nothing in the second half. You know what I'm saying? And you know I love that. Let's play it real quick, and then I'm going to drop the link. Washington.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Good day to you, sir, Jed Fish. Second half, you get nothing. So let's get active. Let's get active, y'all. Florida State. Florida State ended up losing to Stanford. Florida State's season just went down the drain. We got Penn State bot. We got Penn State bot in here. Y'all lost again. We are 3-4. Y'all are some hot garbage. Y'all are. Cheapo said Morgan dropped blew me. Yeah, Samaj is just dropping passes. Like, it is what it is now. Like, I want to see Browder. That's who I want to see. Jay Marion says, hit the like button. Hit the like button, y'all. AJ, I love college football. I didn't see him control. But let me go and drop the link and then see what we got. You know, today is the call-in show. Shout out to Dom who Cash App 10 for treats for Queen. So just need $40 for the second hour. And me yapping right now, I don't count that towards the time when we actually get to it. But yeah. Let me drop this link in here for y'all. It's wrong button. Let me drop this link in here. But yeah, I want to see somebody else. Give somebody else that opportunity. I think the combination of receivers that we need will still be McCulley, Marsh, and Browder. I think Browder's the one that we need to see and try to get him on the field, but he's got to show that he's ready. You know, they talked about it a few weeks ago, but we still ain't seen him, so I guess he's not ready. Let me bring up West Quad and Dom. What up, West Quad?
What up, though?
What up? What's going on, Dom? What y'all got? What's on your minds? Y'all?
Hey, Johnny, what'd you think about Jordan Marshall yesterday? I think the physical running that he had yesterday kind of sparked the team a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. I love the way he runs.
Love it.
Runs tough, runs hard. And it's not the same as Justice Haynes, who I like to call a one cut and gone running back.
Yeah.
Marshall is more methodical. He's gonna need more carries to get going, but it's gonna give you a similar result.
You know, I obviously been searching like what happened. You know, the team that beat Alabama in the bowl game started the year. It's the same team, you know, with the quarterback upgrade. And 7 games we played, so 28 quarters of football. But the fourth quarter yesterday was 1 out of 28. That was, in my opinion, real Michigan football. I was just relieved to see it return. Hopefully it sticks. And want to thank you again for having the show, Johnny, and giving us an opportunity to come up here and, you know, give our opinions. And I'm not going to comment on some of the things from last week. That just gives more publicity or whatever to somebody who's clearly starving for it. But my opinions are my opinions. Whether someone agrees or they don't agree, that's their prerogative. But the negative comments, the personal insults, especially the personal insults that happen everywhere in social media, in my opinion, that's a true tale of someone's insides. Because if they can't take criticism or they disagree, they immediately got to resort to insulting somebody.
Yeah,
Well,
the personal attacks.
Yeah, that's just, a reflection of somebody's insides that need work. But, thank you again for having the show. And, football to me, I always kind of viewed it as an organized street fight. And I really enjoyed Michigan football throughout my life because of the physicality. And it was great to see that return yesterday. And fourth quarter, some of those passes to the tight end, but maybe I'll get heat. But Underwood, man, in that pocket, some of those 30-yard plus passes, Johnny, were right on the money, and I mean they're like quick. And then he's taking some of that off of the shorter passes. Man, the kid's going to be phenomenal. By the time he's a junior, I mean, he's just going to be phenomenal. We're so lucky to have the guy. And I'll get out of the way here, but you're touching on Chiron wearing the maize in blue as opposed to the alternative color. He did that last year, Johnny. He wore that dark
black.
gray or black. And as soon as he went back to the Navy and maize, it's like it turned the team. So I hope it stays. And I don't know. 1 quarter out of 28. It's like where has that been? And it's great to have it back. But honest to goodness, Johnny, I'm like trying to find a logical reason why we didn't see this earlier. Everything from spies and everything else. Then I start saying, you know what? Is this coming down to money? Ward Manuel, in my opinion, he disrespected Harbaugh. Those guys didn't talk for 6-7 months until Santillano fixed that. I mean, he waited, 3-4 games into the season last year before he gave Chiron a contract, an actual contract, $5.5 million. I'm sorry, head coach of Michigan, you should be okay. First time head coach, $8-9 million, $10 million, but $5 million. And I start thinking, well, maybe the coaches aren't doing their job because they're pissed they're not being paid. I was just trying to find a reason. What is the problem here? Because we're more talented than what we've seen. And then yesterday's second half, especially the fourth quarter, I'm like, looks like we're back. So
definitely a breath of fresh air to actually see some good football.
Yes. So thank you for having me, and I'll get out of the way so everyone else has an opportunity. But go blue, and have a good show.
Yes, sir. Go blue. Appreciate you, Dom.
Appreciate you, Johnny.
Yes, sir.
Hey, to pick back off what Dom said, that pass to Tonelli was 1-on-1, bro. It ain't too many quarterbacks that's making that pass, bro. I know you feel like, oh, y'all overhype Bryce, bro. Nah, Bryce is him, bro. As soon as we activate those legs, it's gonna be a scary sight, bro. We get Zion Robinson in there, Browder, some of the young receivers that haven't shown up yet. It's gonna be a beautiful sight.
Yes, sir. What you got, Cheapo?
Yeah, I agree with Westport on that, but the thing that was throwing me, I wasn't fairly up to date with Tonelli, the tight end. I mean, but it showed that we had some depth at tight end, because when I heard Hanson and them was down, I was like, And Marshall ain't looked that fast on me, even though he got some hands, right? But yeah, besides that one drop, he definitely made up for it later on. I mean, because I was how the one brother we said, I'll be ready to break my TV, man. I'll be looking like, man. But like say dealing with hey, I'm losing my thought, man. But give me a second. Yeah, dealing with Underwood. I mean, he definitely was making some passes in the tight spots, man. I'm talking about they was Kris. I mean, he was zipping them in there. And then like the commentator was saying, he definitely was making in-game adjustments. Cause the one joint that Samaj dropped, that was right in his hands. I mean, but when he did it to Marsh, I mean, he looked like he took something off of it. So he was able to catch and run. I mean, so and I also like how they be putting Marsh and going back and forth with the motion. I mean, to see what the defense is. I mean, because he get in different positions and he be going off. Like say, Shorty definitely, especially good talent for real, man. He just gotta keep developing. That's just for the first part, man. I mean, off the top of my head.
Yeah, Bryce is him, and you're seeing it. You're seeing it now. You could always see it, but this was his best game, and his best game of kind of being comfortable in his own skin and running the offense. Like you could really see it this game. Like he wasn't flustered. He was making the right reads, getting out of the pocket when he needed to. It was like, okay, it looks like he's taking a slight next step of being comfortable playing college football. He's still a freshman. He's just 18. So this was his best game for sure. And that throw to Tonelli, oh my God.
Yeah.
When he threw it, I was like, who is he throwing it to? Then it just boom. Like, I can't hand it to you better than that, bro. Like, just amazing.
Like, even the one that Tonelli dropped in the seams.
That one too.
That was a good pass. I mean, right down the seams. So he definitely was getting it there, man.
Yeah, that I was a little hot that he dropped that one when he got hit.
Yeah.
Because like you have to help. That's the thing. Samaj, all these receivers, you got a young quarterback, bro. You have to help this dude out. When he gets it to you and it's on time and it's in your hands, catch the ball, bro. He's a freshman. All the rest of y'all are upperclassmen for the most part, especially a dude like Samaj. Catch the ball, bro. These little 5-yard flat routes you can't catch. Come on.
And it hits you right in the hands at that. Like
exactly. It's not like they're bad passes most of the time. They hit them right in the hands.
Jump forward or dive forward or anything like that. They hit you right where it's supposed to hit you at. Another thing I was definitely enjoying was the trench play, man. I mean, when the offensive line, man, they came to play. Like, I don't know what Chiron said to them people, man, but they definitely was getting it in for real, man. Then when Link went down, I was like, Frazier showed out, man. Frazier definitely showed out, man.
Yeah, I think I see it too, Dom. My audio is lagging. I don't know what I could do about that. But what was you just saying, Cheapo?
Oh, the trench play. How the young guys, man, they was coming together. Link went down. When Link went down, like I said, even though he was playing better, he definitely played better than he did last year. I mean, he been consistent here and there for real, right? Besides the times he get overpowered. But when Frazier came through, man, Frazier, I mean, he solidified that spot, man. You ain't seen no pressures like this. I think he had the highest what is it, PFF? I mean, for our lineman. Okay, you just got low, Johnny. Oh, there we go.
We can't have a show without you, John.
Yeah, I know. We just got
let
low.
y'all have it. Y'all go ahead.
Yeah, what is it? PFF, right? Yeah, he had the highest PFL for our lineman since he came in, Frazier. I mean, no pressures. I forgot how many dropbacks he said it was. But yeah, he held his own, man. He definitely held his own.
Yeah, he did very well yesterday. Like, we didn't miss a beat with him. We didn't miss a beat with him coming in. And when Link went down, because Link has played pretty well this year, we were a little bit worried.
Yeah,
but
definitely so.
When Blake Frazier came in, we didn't miss a beat. Like, it was great to see.
I'm about to harp on something that most people don't. Well, I'm saying I don't know if everybody pays attention to, but they ain't gonna get that 77 to no bum.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. That 77 is one of them things like you. There's an expectation that comes with that jersey number. Well, I can't say that because we've given them one to a bum. And
who is that? Say his name, like Destiny Child. Say his name. Say my name.
Listen, I'm not gonna talk about that Middle Tennessee State transfer, but he did not live up to the expectations that come with the number one at wide receiver. I'll just say that. We'll leave it at that. Amore ain't walking, man. Guys. Since y'all, since everyone want to act like they don't know,
we were all on the Amarion Walker train. We wanted because we know he's a freak athlete, right?
Yeah, definitely so.
Man, he could play corner, receiver. He could probably play, safety as well. But I don't know, man. Sometimes these dudes don't have the mentality, right? You gotta have the mentality. Any sport, you ask any. I've interviewed plenty of fighters, and the number one thing they're gonna say is this, bro. If you don't have it there, bro, it don't matter how physical you are. Mental. Those drops for Samaj, it's mental, bro. It's mental. It's when that ball's coming to him, he's thinking, I'm gonna drop it, I'm gonna catch, I'm gonna drop it. Get that, man. Become a fly trap. The glue trap for the fly. Grab everything that come in your section. I'm taking that. But he's not on that, man. I don't know why. Man. But look, I want to say this as well. Same way I came here last week and I cooked my team deservedly so, I got to give him the credit too, right? He came in, listen, they came in there, a lot of question marks coming into this game. The physicality of this team, the discipline of this team, the coaching of this team, right? What's going on? It was here, bro. The bell, they answered that bell yesterday. Now, by it, was it clean? Was it perfect? Absolutely not. But it was much better than what we've seen in the past. And on top of that, this is why this was impressive. For one, Washington had the number one scoring second half offense in the country, and the number one and outscoring opponents in the fourth quarter. So this team they offense second half, they ready to cook. And Michigan say, yo, you want that donut, glaze, or sprinkle? That's all you getting. You getting the donut in the second half.
Nothing.
You know what I'm saying? And I hope that because I say names, I'm not here. Kris Drew. Tell you and your man clip this now, you bozos. I bet y'all won't. Now y'all don't care. Michigan won. I'm not going over there. I'm not gonna go over there because Michigan won. That's fucking bozo shit, man. Come here, win, lose, or draw. As much as I hate Ohio State and they fans, shout to the Buckeye fans that are here every week, whether we win, lose, or draw. So I respect that. That I could respect. If it was someone like Richie Dubs that came up here and was cooking or did something, I could respect that because he's here. Win, lose, or draw. Garrison, as much as y'all know how I feel about him, same thing. He's here, win, lose, or draw. So things like that I could accept because they here. Regardless, so I can't be mad at that. But when you waiting, you in the cut like this, or they lost, and then you use that to gain views on your channel. And mind you, that video was the best. That video did the most views he's ever had on his channel. But yet, gentlemen, we don't care about Michigan. We don't think about you. Bro, your content is built on Michigan. Ohio State. Because you know why? Name me one Ohio State podcast. They got flavor like this. They got seasoning. All the Ohio State podcasts is unseasoned chicken. Every single one of them. Gaga doodle.
He said it got sazon.
We got sazon. You know how we do it here. This is why they come. Look at these dudes. Buckeye Scoop, for 3 years, they dragged Michigan through the dirt, telling their viewers that we cheated, and that's the reason we beat them, and we took the Heisman away from C.J. Stroud, yada, 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 yada. Where was the hammer when it was all said and done?
Hey, two things, Maniac.
That's bozo shit. That's bozo. And they get mad at me, chill, Maniac. No, fuck them. Fuck out of here. You can't be dragging people's name and claiming that something is going to happen and it never happened for 3 years. 7 videos a week. 7 videos a week. Disrespecting Michigan, man. Fuck out of here, man. Fuck Ohio State.
Hey, one thing. I'm glad to see you back in the cap. You with the bean out is crazy work. I'm just not used to it. I'll never get used to it. And two, I don't know who's a bigger rival to Garrison, you or Steven? But either way, I know that one of you two is when it's a steel cage match, it's gonna be one of y'all two. That's all I know. Y'all two despise that man. We just kind of don't like him sometimes, but y'all really, hey, that hate is real. I just want to acknowledge that.
Yeah, not just certain, like I said, there's certain Buckeyes here that I respect because they consistent and they come in here and they troll respectfully. You know, they don't get out of line, right? You're gonna come because you want West Quad, Cheapo. That's how I say it, Cheapo.
Yeah, you good,
Yeah,
Joe.
you're not OSU podcast is not gonna let a Michigan fan come to their podcast and do what Garrison does. Absolutely, I bet my life. It's a sore loser fan base. And on top of that, Michigan, we're a welcoming fan base. I'm not saying we perfect, but we here, we show love to the OSU fans. OSU podcast won't do that, bro. They will not. They like, fuck out of here, scum, get him out of here. The people in the
you're not
chat,
wrong about that.
they will threaten. They would threaten the host of the channel, say, I'm going to unsubscribe if you keep bringing these scum fans up here. We don't do that here. We don't do that. So this is what I'm saying, man. It's a difference, bro. And that's a fact. That's not an opinion. That's a fact. I'm not saying that every OSU fan is horrible. Nah, there's a lot of good ones, but I'm saying the majority, they try to throw dirt on Michigan. And then when you throw dirt, because they could troll. OSU, they love to troll. But once you start trolling them, fucking Big Ben, leave us alone. Why are you trolling? You cheated. Ice cream. All right. So it is what it is. Look, let's sway away from that. I don't want to make it. I had to let it be known because they came into my brother Johnny's channel and getting clicks off his content, his fucking work he put in. He did this shit from the dirt, man. Ain't nobody help him get where the fuck he at. And look where he at. So at least the most you can do is let the man know, like, yo, Johnny, I got you, bro. It's okay if I take a piece of this cake, man, and I eat it at my table. Yeah, Johnny, go ahead, baby. I got a lot of this cake here, baby. You could take a piece of that. I ain't mad at you. So, you know, it is what it is. But look, man, it's about Michigan. Moving forward, I think they really have to get a third receiver to replace Samaj. Now, I'm not saying Samaj should be benched. I'm saying let's see a Browder. Let's bring Channing Goodwin back in. Maybe he could catch now. Who knows? You get Channing Goodwin, you get Marsh, and you get McCulley, and now the tight ends. That was all, bro. That was all Chip Lindsey yesterday, bro. That was all Chip Lindsey yesterday. I think Chiron Moore finally said, yo, you know what? You're right. I hired you to call plays. Cook, my brother. Cook. And, bro, he did what he had to do in Bryce. Not because he's the quarterback for the team I root for, but the motherfucker's mechanics, his fucking athleticism, his IQ is fucking, he's beyond, bro. He's playing like a senior. You would think that dude's a senior. It's amazing, bro. It's amazing to see Bryce the way he plays, man. And as long as next season we could get elite receivers out there and the O-line gets better, and we know Jordan Marshall, we got the #1 running back coming in, and Savion Hyder, this shit could get real spooky. But that's next year. We still on this seat. We still on this year. We got Michigan State, man. Michigan State is a team that is not good, but it's a rivalry.
Brother.
You know West Quad. You know little brother. So you never know with these games. I just hate it. It's another night game. Another night game on the road. Bro, the only Nebraska game was the only game on the road that was not a night game. So the other 3 is night games. Like, come on, bro. I didn't want to play them in the night. Wait fucking all day to watch us play Michigan State? Come on.
Hey, I got a little anecdote about Michigan State. You know, being in Ann Arbor, you make a trip up there every now and then. You know, you might meet a young babe or whatnot. I took a trip to East Lansing, and I'm gonna leave y'all with this when it comes to Michigan State. It was there. I got into a conversation with somebody, and it was blah blah. We just going on like, oh, you think you better than me because you go to Michigan? Oh, nah. No, you think I'm better than you because I go to Michigan. I never said nothing like that. So that little brother thing, when Mike Hart said that, I was like, yo, that shit is spot on because they really have an inferiority complex. They know that they're the lesser school, but they also think that they're lesser people. So I'm gonna just leave y'all with that. You can marinate with that, Michigan State fans, all three of y'all.
All three of y'all. All three.
Not the bird, man.
Did y'all see? Did y'all see, man? UCLA 3 in a row, man. UCLA 3 in a row. Indiana looks good. Ohio State looks like Ohio State. Who else? Played the Big Ten. Northwestern. Shut out Purdue.
Purdue.
Yeah, giving out another glazed donut. Sprinkles, man.
Bro,
So
Purdue is awful, bro.
yeah,
Like,
but you know what? They are. But this year, their offense has been good. It's been serviceable. So that's why. But they a bad team. You absolutely right, West Quad. Nobody here to debate that shit. They bad. And it's crazy. Michigan only has 2 home games left, bro. That's it. Purdue and Ohio State. That's it.
Yeah, bro. This
That's
schedule,
crazy.
the home away dynamic on this schedule is crazy. Like I've never seen you would think there's some video game stuff. I've never seen literally home away
Yeah.
ever. I've
Yeah,
never
that is
seen a
crazy
schedule
work.
like that.
No, and on top of that, West Quad, 6 road games.
Yeah,
6 road games. Bro, it's usually 8 and 4. Every team gets, all these big schools get 8 and 4, bro. 8 and
right.
4. And we
Yeah,
got 6.
I don't know
That's
what
crazy.
happened.
Water Manual, how he allowed that shit is beyond me, bro. It's beyond me.
Now that's a valid complaint. Like people complain about Ward about some stuff. I'm like, I don't know how much he could do about that. But this, you gotta find a way to fix that, bro. At least 7 and 5, like.
Yeah. 6 road games. That's crazy. I don't remember the last time Michigan played 6 road games. Maybe somebody in the chat could look that up. The last time Michigan played 6 road games in a season. I said, bro, that's half the schedule. That don't happen, bro. That don't happen with other big time schools. So I find that weird. And again, 0 back-to-back home games. That's crazy, bro. Crazy work.
Yeah, I never heard of that. That's crazy.
Yeah, whoever did our scheduling this year, we really need to take a hard look at him and really evaluate whether we want to keep him on staff or not. Because this is a crazy schedule we got this year. No back-to-back home games. How are you going to not do that?
Now we definitely got spoiled when it was like you starting off 4 consecutive home games. Like we've definitely gotten used to that kind of stuff. And when I initially seen it, it's like, okay, I understand Oklahoma away, but I just noticed like home away. Like I've never seen a schedule like that, even in video games. Like that's just crazy work.
Man, no back-to-back home games.
No, 0. We got back-to-back road games. We got at Northwestern, at Maryland, but we don't got back-to-back home games. That's wild work. That's wild behavior, man. And that falls on the AD, man. That falls on the AD. He should have. That's something he should have said. No, we not. Let me look at everybody else. Is Ohio State doing that? Is Penn State doing that? Is Oregon doing that? Is Indiana? Nah, get the fuck out of here. You're not playing my team. No, we getting back-to-back home games. I don't give a fuck.
Hey,
yeah, especially with starting with a true freshman quarterback. It's crazy not to have back-to-back home games to kind of give him a little bit of a break on the road. Because like those back-to-back road games, I mean, but come next year, he's going to be a seasoned road quarterback. But I mean, this first year for him is it's definitely turning out to be a tough one. I mean, he did pretty good. He did really good over on the couple road games he did, except for like at Oklahoma. But I don't know if we can put that more on Bryce or on the coaching staff when it came to Oklahoma. But I think he did. I think he's been doing all right on the road for being a freshman.
I was saying between the back-to-backs. I mean, between
hold on, West Quad. So he liked the what's the candy man. You say his name 3 times. He gonna appear. So let me bring him up. This is Kris Drew, Menace to Sports co-host. This is big time right here. This is, I like to call him Moneybag Kris because he getting them chips with dip. So let me bring him up.
What up, y'all?
What's going on?
What up, Kris? Kris, you stealing my stuff? You stealing my stuff, bro?
Always, big dog. Always. Oh man, how you doing?
I'm all right. For those that don't know, I got a little hot that Kris, did. He reviewed the
I did a reaction show. No, do you keep it a stack? I did a reaction show on your guys' reaction.
Yeah,
and
that's how your team do. That's why always fans do. They bank on Michigan content. Man, and y'all the biggest crybabies. That's why we call y'all soft. Y'all always crying. Yeah, everybody. Listen, not me. Y'all all cry. Y'all the biggest babies. It's the OSU podcast.
Hey, real quick. No, we can talk about it. I'm done talking about it. But Maniac, just real quick. I fuck with the hat. Are you an Ohio guy?
No, I'm from the Bronx, New York.
Okay, we should swap hats then, for real.
Nah, I got everything. I got every hat, man.
No, that's good. No, you're from. Are you a Yankees fan too?
No, I'm a Minnesota Twins fan.
Ew, disgusting. Shut up.
I'm probably older than you.
Hey, but look, just real quick. Someone texted me, said that Maniac, you said I was cloud chasing, and I'm down to talk about it if you guys want to talk about it.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you why. Because look, I'm gonna tell you this. First of all, you already got a channel with Cocaine Zach. Y'all got the Menace to Sports.
Hey, chill. Hey, be respectful on my guy, bro. We can talk about it. Be respectful on my guy.
It is not. See me, I'm a you call your show a menace. I'm a maniac. It is what it is.
That's real. Hey, look, I've never heard of Zach doing any kind of coke.
I know, because he ain't gonna tell you.
He just calls him that. It's not.
Yeah, okay. Hey, look, this thing.
That's energy.
That's my dog. Look, people are gonna clip this up and send it to him like, hey, your man's didn't defend you, so I just want to make sure I'm on the right page.
Bro, I don't care. Listen, man, at the end of the day, he don't care neither. It is what it is. So, OSU fans, right? You took a clip, I remember, of who's that? TJ saying something about the Joey Velasquez, right? First of all, why you even care about that? Why you even care about what Michigan fans think, how we feeling, right? Now you doing this on your channel, your own channel.
Did I take a clip or did I react to the full TJ video?
I don't know. I didn't see the whole thing, but it was a clip or a video, but you took it.
Yeah, no, I didn't. Wait, hold up. I didn't clip anything TJ up from that video. I didn't clip anything up from that video.
From the Joey Velasquez, you didn't clip that on your channel?
Wait, hold up. Maybe we're having.
I'm talking about something else too. I'm breaking it down to you, Dave.
I'm here. I am really secure.
All right. So there you go. You took that, mind you. You and your fan base, I'm gonna put you in it because you're guilty by association.
No,
you and your fan base. You and your fan base. Hold on. You and your fan base yelled the hammer. Maybe you didn't yell it. I'm not saying you did.
Hold up, pause. Let me stop you right there. Anybody that knows my content, because you know something, Maniac? Buckeye Scoop people don't like me either. Because I was really hard on them. In fact, to the point, real quick, we can talk about it, to the point where somebody from Buckeye Scoop called me. And we had an hour and a half long, basically, argument because I said the shit they were doing was corny as hell. Like that all that hammer shit, I was the one that said it's super, super corny. In fact, Johnny knows on my channel on Menace to Sports, what I say 100 times, there's no hammer coming. I was hoping there was one coming, but I knew about 3 or 4 months beforehand there was no hammer coming. I was on Buckeye Scoop's ass. And in fact, to the matter of the point where Buckeye Scoop and me now have beef. The people over there at Buckeye Scoop don't fuck with me, right, Johnny?
They
don't mess with me at all. So if you want
to expose them, you expose them.
This, that. I'm not one of the hammer guys.
All right, so good. All right, so that's good. Then you get a point for that one. You get a good point.
So just real quick, let me explain, and then you can continue. Look, I think there's people that are so far on the conspiracy Michigan side, and there's people that are so far on the hammers coming. I did my research enough on both sides to where I'm trying to be like rational and reasonable. I'm not going to sit here and talk about catapult stuff. I'm not going to sit here and talk about Joey Velasquez, but I'm going to comment on things because I think there's a journalism issue within both spaces. And I think it starts with people like Buckeye Scoop that did a terrible job pushing journalism so far one way. And the counter reaction was Michigan people feeding into some like bizarre conspiracy theory. And so I took shots at both sides. So when this all happens, guess who gets the most bullets? Me. Because I get people from on the Ohio State side saying, oh, you're a Michigan apologist. Then I get people like we're having right now coming to me like, oh, you're a Hammer guy. And it's like, no. I'm not a Hammer guy. I kept it a stack from the whole jump. And because of that, both sides hate me. I'm close in the middle because, man, what you may not know about me, ahead of being an Ohio State fan, ahead of being a sports fan, I'm a college football fan first. And I also went to school for journalism. So, like, what I care about is research and facts. I used to want to go into the whole politics world, hated where it brought me. The point of the matter is, though, like you can call me clout chaser. Like, that's cool. Like, I don't care. But I want the respect in terms of I'm not so far one way because I've checked a lot of Ohio State fans. And if you want to loop me in, cool. But don't loop me in with them because I can't stand it to the point, Maniac, where they had to address me on their message board. And I'll tell you this. Zach, I got an offer from Buckeye Scoop years ago to go write for them. And Zach also got the same offer to write for them under a fake name. And they wanted us to make stuff up. And me, my alarm went off. I was like, no, I'm not doing any of that. Like, I care about what I say because I know what I say follows me around forever. I don't want people to be like, who's reporting that? No, he lies all the time when they talk about Kris Drew. So that I'll start there. But I'm ready to talk about the clout chaser thing because Johnny knows I'm very secure in who I am as a creator. Very secure.
Yeah, me and Kris did talk after that.
Yeah, we did. No, but it's cool.
No. No. And look, this is why. Because Johnny's one of the more popular Michigan channels in the Michigan podcast realm, right? We know that. Everyone, especially this Sunday show. This is a venting show. And you took that, you put it on your channel. Now, if it was on Menace, I would have respected more because you guys got a big following. So you know what? Put my man on Menace. And let them see that and let him get that attention from that big crowd. And now on your channel, not saying it's not big, but it's not as big as Menace's. It's like, yo, come on. And I did read, I'm not stupid because I'm on the video as well. Yeah. So I see that shit did last time I checked, like 11,000 views.
11.7.
So there you go. That's more than any video you had on your channel.
Yeah, the other one was, I think 9.6 was the previous highest.
So that and it's Michigan content.
Yeah.
And that's going to get you there. Now, buy it. I get it how it goes. I get it. It is a rivalry, right? At the end of the day, you do what you do. I respect it because we all in the same world right here.
Yeah, I care. Look, I care about y'all. Like, I have vested interest in y'all. One of my favorite coaches, someone that I talk to pretty, regularly, is like on the staff. So I fuck with y'all for real.
Yeah, you fuck with us, but you want to kick us while we down too.
Oh, all the time. Oh, don't get it twisted. When y'all, hey, look, when I complete a successful hate watch of y'all, guess what I'm doing the next day? Listening to Michigan podcast. Yeah. On the Menace front, just real quick, big dog. I don't do reaction content on that channel. That's just like that's mostly just like staple show content. And the other side of it is like my media journey. I like to like give commentary and like give thoughts on like other creators. So it's not just Johnny. Like, I've done it like to Penn State creators that I know. I mean, I did it to obviously TJ that I know. Like, I'll look around and like offer kind of some of my thoughts on other creators because like in this space, I want everybody to win, which is why I kind of figured that video would do pretty well just because it's a Michigan reaction and people like the first one. And one of the things I did to try to like offer whatever is I'm not going to watch the full video. And then also, if you look at the description, what's at the top of the description?
I don't remember.
It's go watch the original creators and go like the video. It's like at the very, very top, Johnny O and then TJ. So like, I get it. Like, it blew up, but I also like didn't really promo it. Like, this channel is kind of my little side quest channel that I'm having a lot of fun with. But I've had Johnny on the main channel. Like, I've had Johnny on Menace to Sports before.
Yeah, the Saturday show.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I've never seen him on the Menace. I don't recall. I speak to Johnny every day, but I guess that's
wait. Hold on, we can clear that up. Right, he's right there. Like, I've had you on.
Yeah, this was before we were all cool, all of us. You know what I'm saying? So this was like that was about 2 years ago.
I think it was like some last year, then 2 years before.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. we
real quick, because I know
Go ahead.
Dom probably want to say something to you. Because
no, Dom can come holler at me. No, hey, look, I will always stand in the paint. I am willing and able and can communicate.
Yeah.
You got anything, Dom? You want to say to Kris? Or?
Yeah. Hey, I appreciate the time and thanks for having me back, Johnny. And tip my hat to Kris. Going viral for I was trying to find a logical reason for the discombobulated play of Michigan this year, when the team that played Alabama in the bowl game is essentially the same team with a upgraded quarterback. And for the performance that we've seen up until yesterday in the fourth quarter was really pathetic. And I'm trying to find reasons as to why. And some of the reasons I have are a bit of a reach. And Herb Street being a plant, you could say what you want, but why is the kid at the university?
Okay, Dom, I'm not. Can
I finish?
Yeah, go ahead. Do your thing, bro. But
Okay.
I got you. I got something for you.
So that was my question. Why is he there? Okay. Then the whole catapult thing that you kind of sweep under the rug. Have you had any direct communication with the NCAA? Because I have.
All right, dog. Keep going, dog. I got you.
Have you communicated with the NCAA?
Dog, look, when I reply to you, Dom, we're gonna unpack this whole thing because I think you're awesome. Like, you're a really good communicator and you can have your own set of beliefs. I think you're one of the wild conspiracy theory people, and I put you in the same barrel as the hammer people. So like we could do it. I'm not trying to go ahead. Just go.
All I was saying was I'm trying to find a reason because it just didn't make logical sense from the decrease of the performance from the Alabama bowl game to what we've seen this year. There's no rhyme or reason for it. So I'm trying to find a logical reason for it. Everything from is Moore a bit chafed because he coached 3 games last year without getting a contract from Ward Manuel. He's getting paid $5.5 million as the head coach of Michigan, which really is an underpayment in my opinion. He should be around 8 or 9, maybe 10.
Hey, take that up with your ADs.
But what I'm saying, Kris, is I'm trying to find reason for the drop off, which is inexplainable given the fact it's essentially the same team with a higher upgraded quarterback. So looking for reasons, the catapult thing, I'd suggest you reach out to the NCAA because I have, and I've had communication.
Okay, you know what? Can we do journalism real quick, Johnny? Can we do journalism?
Go ahead. This is y'all show.
Okay.
I'm
Did you speak to someone from the NCAA on the phone, Dom?
Yes, I have. And I have written communication.
What level?
I spoke to somebody in an administrative role.
And so someone that is a part of the investigation process or someone that's an admin over top of everything?
I did not speak to somebody directly involved with the investigation.
Okay,
process
on what?
Not,
okay, is
this
credentials? Is this somebody that you had met previously, or is this someone that you did your own research and journalism to go talk to?
I did my own research. I connected via LinkedIn and then reached out to that person. And
what incentive did someone have to explain? Or are you a part of a journalism network? Is there any incentive for someone to share intimate details about the NCAA's dealings with?
Well, don't go there because this isn't a classified, government related.
No. I'm going there because I understand how the NCAA works on a different role, and I obviously I don't want to. You know what? Okay, that's fine. We don't have to go there.
The long and short is, Kris, they were aware, and they opted not to do anything. They opted not to.
So you're telling me. So here we go, Dom. Just say it then. You're telling me the NCAA helped Ohio State cover up a cheating scandal because they didn't want to pursue a catapult, which the catapult hacking, which is a direct violation of several federal laws, and then additionally a violation of huge NCAA rules. But they were willing to go after Michigan for the advanced scouting, but they weren't willing to go after Ohio State for hacking. Is that what you're telling me, Dom? Just yes or no?
Don't put words in my mouth. Thank you.
I'm asking you a direct question. Are you telling me they chose not to go after Ohio State for catapult, but they chose to go after Connor Steins for filming across? Is that what you're telling me?
May I answer?
Go ahead.
Okay. Well, I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't put words into my mouth.
Okay. Well, that's why I'm asking you, Dom. I'm not putting words in your wait, pause. You do not accuse me of putting words in your mouth when I'm asking a yes or no question. I'm not saying you said this. I'm asking if this is what you're insinuating, which you are free to answer. So go answer.
What I'm saying is, okay, they were aware and they opted not to investigate. Why didn't they not? Why did they opt not to investigate? I couldn't tell you. Maybe there wasn't enough there. Okay.
Did you ask why they chose? Wait,
I finished my point, Chris.
Go, Dom.
Thank you. Okay. Maybe there wasn't enough there. And then again, it might touch on the federal aspect that you mentioned. And that's perhaps something the NCAA didn't want to have light shed on its organization. We don't know. You don't know. I don't know why, but they were aware. That's all I'm saying. They were aware of it.
They were aware and chose not to. Did you ask your great source why they chose not to go after this?
Why do you take the shots?
Yeah, we got Kris up here.
This is a hilarious assertion. It's a hilarious assertion, and it's look. If you look, I can sit here and I will criticize the Hammer people. I put you in that same bucket because this doesn't make sense. You're asking me to draw a conclusion on something that doesn't make sense.
No, you're twisting it around, and I don't care what bucket you put me in. And when you ask me a question, I'd like to have the opportunity to answer. And you're taking shots. We obviously disagree. And because my train of thought, allow me to finish, because I could see you want to jump in and run me over. Your inability to allow me to express my thoughts, even though they don't align with you, automatically in your mind puts me into some sort of bucket or whatever you want to do, because you have the inability to counterpoint. And when you disagree with someone because they don't agree with you, you want to take shots or put them in a bucket.
No. Here's the thing. You're giving your thoughts and then providing something to make it seem like you would know more on this topic than me. And so I'm asking for a clarification. No, you did. You're saying you opened up with, did you talk to someone from NCAA? It's like, okay, like that's a great question. And so my counter was like, okay, did you talk to someone that was part of the investigation?
All right. Can I interject here?
Yeah, go ahead, Maniac.
What's even if whatever Dom believes in, why isn't it an issue to you OSU fans? Is my question. Because Justin Spiro, whatever intrusive thoughts, whatever his name is, all these people ganged up. That they got all these sources. Justin Spiro went on Melo's show and Dev's show and said that instead of going home and getting a piece of ass, he'll fucking call the NCAA and help him with the investigation. He had all these sources. Blake Corum's this. There was so much information they had. It's gonna happen. That shit for 3 years we heard this shit.
Yeah,
for 3 years.
I'm aware.
No, you can say, Kris, all right, you probably don't like them. You got beef with them, but I didn't see you doing shorts. I didn't see you clipping clips of them and cooking them, right? Because you are unbiased journalist. Where was the unbiased there?
Wait, whoa, pause.
Because they wear scarlet and hold on. Because they wear scarlet and gray.
Hold on,
man. Scarlet and gray. Man,
you
gotta. If you're gonna have integrity, you gotta be fair across the board. You gotta hold your fan base accountable too. Say, yo, you know what? Look at it. Look at Justin Spiro talking this. Look at Nevada Buck talking this, and clip them and cook them for their stupid ass shit they say. Because you or Zach or Buckeye Scoop, what you guys said, right? Y'all said it on your show. At least we can admit at least Michigan cheated. Now, when you say cheated, tread lightly. What's cheated? Explain it. Break it down, cheating. Because back-end work, getting caught for back-end work is not cheating, right? Because we heard that there's so much information, videos of we were good only because we knew everyone's plays. But there's no videos. There's no proof. There's no proof of Connor Stallions on the sidelines every single play. Your proof is one fucking play, whispering in Jesse Mintz's ear, and then Abuka scores a touchdown. Him on the sideline against Michigan State in the Central Michigan uniform with some stupid ass whatever glasses. So those two videos, that's all the proof you need that Michigan was good because of those two videos. You have zero proof, my man. Zero proof. I don't care what investigation you did. I don't care where you graduated from. You have zero proof of that. Zero.
So just real quick. What do you want me to address first? Because I'll go through the whole thing. I'm down.
Yeah, all right. Let's address this.
Why
you don't clip Buckeye Scoop and they stupid ass
Well,
on this whole thing? Why you
they
never
do
clip
cook Buckeye Scoop. They do cook Buckeye Scoop.
Thank you.
They clip him, Ben? Did he clip him like he clipped?
Look, man. Look, I'm one of Chris's top ops. I be super chatting in his live all the time, man.
Now listen, bro. Listen,
bro. They give them trash all the time, man. I can't. First of all, what y'all argue? I guess I'm talking about the scandal. Like,
we're not arguing, bro.
I can answer Maniac real quick. Okay, just
go ahead.
So
I just want to know why you never clipped them. I don't care talking, right? Because I could talk about Ohio State, but if you went and clipped Dom, right, this chat, and you saying, oh, he's saying something outrageous, why you never clip always the Buckeye Scoop for the stupid shit they said? Answer me that. Start with that.
So do you mean like clip and like post on the timeline?
Yes.
Okay.
That's responsible journalism, right?
Wait, Dom, just real quick. I didn't clip up this show and post it on the timeline. That wasn't me.
Yeah, that was wrong.
Channel.
That was wrong.
Okay, so there's like 3 channel managers. And like, so I hear you. Like, it's like a weird.
But bro, it's still your channel, Kris. Let's stop the BS.
Wait. Me and Johnny talked about this. I don't handle clips. I can understand where you're coming from and like that point. The reason we don't really do too many clips on Menace is because like I don't really have a channel clipper. But Ron clipped that up and posted it, and we talked about it. And I guess like that technically can be perceived as like not fair. I didn't have the Dead Air Sports channel in the off season when the whole Buckeye Scoop thing happened, because this channel is like new kind of beginning of the season, so I didn't have it then in terms of like posting videos. But I mean, I think honestly, like I don't. What do you think is more like attacky, like a full 90-minute podcast, kind of like dissecting and like turning Buckeye Scoop upside down, or the 90-second clip of Dom with the crazy conspiracy? Just out of curiosity, which I'm down to like.
I got a suggestion. Come up with your own stuff. How about
Dom,
that?
Me?
Yeah, you. Instead of critiquing other people's shows, flipping other people's shows, why don't you build Dead Air, not Menace, but Dead Air, with your own stuff? How about something outside of football? And you know what?
Wait a second. I'm not. Wait, Tom. No. Stop. I'm stopping you right now.
Continue to take the shots, okay? And it's really telltaling of just what you are.
Stop right now.
Okay?
You sound insane, Dom.
There you go. Now I sound insane.
No. You're telling me to not. You're telling me that instead of reacting, Dom, you're telling me instead of reacting to other people's content, I should do my own shows on Dead Air Sports. Is that what you're saying?
I said you should come up with your own content.
Okay.
Have your own call-in show.
Okay.
Yeah, it's actually not that hard.
You know,
I'm truthful.
All right. Hold on.
What you really need to do, Kris. Okay.
Go ahead, Dom, and then we're gonna move on.
Okay. No. This is messed up because the Dead Air channel has over 12 shows come out a week, and then 3 pieces of React content a week. Like I record a lot, Dom. Like I build my own stuff a lot. Like I've got a deal with Warner Brothers, got a deal with Empire Sports Media. I record shows all the time. In fact, maybe under 10% of the content that I produce is React content. Most of the content that I produce is me writing and recording shows. Like period. Like if someone wants to go through and count my shows, I write and record shows. So like for you to like offer me like help on what to do as a young person on a microphone, I have recorded over 2,000 hours of content, like solo content and with a partner. I write a 90-minute show every single day. I then record a secondary show on Ohio Sports. I then go on the radio. Like I create a lot of my own content, and really Dead Air Sports is like my fun side project because I enjoy other small creators getting a chance to get in front of more eyes so they can grow. That is 100% where I've been at. You could talk to any creator I've ever talked to. I'm open to listening. I'm open to talking. I'm open to giving advice. I'm open to helping. I have done so much for other small creators. And then additionally, there is not a single person, Dom, in this space that records more than me. Nobody. And if you have one, please point it my way. So for you to insinuate that I don't make my own content is ignorant and foolish, because anybody that knows anything about me knows that I am always on a mic, constantly working. It doesn't stop. In fact, some of your favorite creators that you listen to, I helped out, period, point blank. So if you want to criticize me for doing a react content to this show, which I enjoy and think is awesome and great entertainment, and I've complimented at nauseum for a long time, so be it, but it makes you look silly because it's not true. I work my ass off. I make my own content repeatedly. I go on other people's shows whenever they ask. I have spent more time on a microphone, Dom, in the last 2 weeks than you probably had your whole lifetime. So the whole make your own content thing is ridiculous. When I met up with Zach and we started Minutes of Sports, it was under 5,000 subs. It's now over 30. I'm also on Empire Sports Media. Fireside Yankees, over 20,000. I've got a show over there too. I do stuff with Bleacher Report. I am always recording. So if you want to sit here and pretend like the only content I make is reactionary content, that means that you didn't do your homework. Come again, tighten up, period. Tighten up. No, let's go, dude. Let's go. Johnny, I'm telling you, man, get your hands, because I will have conversations. I will not deal with disrespectful assumptions about my work ethic. I don't play about my work ethic, Johnny. You know that.
Chris, I got you.
Always recording. Always.
I got you. Dom, let's
Can I just respond? And
no,
I'll be out of the way here. Okay.
He kind of just.
Well, let's just move on.
Let's just move on to this.
Okay, I can't respond. Okay, that's fine.
Come on,
if you're responding, other than my bad, I didn't know. We know we don't want to hear a response.
What I did was I extended a courtesy and I listened and I kept my mouth shut. Although, again, taking shots and calling names, I'm silly, I'm insane, and this and that. And you're right, Chris. I apologize. I knew nothing about you whatsoever until the video. You did not exist in my world. I didn't do my research. I had no idea on the amount of work that you do. Congratulations on your efforts there. And not once, given all the derogatory things and names that you've called me during this, have I insulted you?
You did.
Demeaned you in any regard. And I sat here with my mouth shut and listened like an adult. And maybe you should learn to do that to other people.
You absolutely insulted me just now, telling me to listen like an adult, and you all absolutely insulted me by saying I should come up with my own content. Is that not demeaning to say I should come up with my own content?
Did I not say I had no idea? Did I not say? And did I not apologize? Did I not do that?
Okay, that's.
I'm saying you apologize and then you attacked more. You said, okay, whatever.
Go ahead. Well, that's it. We don't got it all out.
I think Dom's entertaining. I like listening to Dom on the show, Johnny. So that's good. I just don't like
all out.
Johnny, thank you for allowing me to listen, and I appreciate you and your show. And I'll get out of the way.
Appreciate you, Dom.
Damn. So yeah, I got heated.
Hold on, Ben. Everybody has their opinions on stuff. Dom has his opinions.
Yeah, he can have his opinion on me. I just want the respect that the work that I've done.
Exactly. Kris is one of the hardest working dudes in this podcasting business. You can't take that from him.
And I have a long way to go. I work hard because I want to make it. Like I want to get where I'm going. And it's like on the way up, I feel like there's this weird thing, and this maybe isn't the platform for it. I feel like there's this weird thing where creators want to tear down other creators instead of helping them get to where they want to get to. And I don't want to be on that wave. I want to be on I am a very, very small creator. I am a drop in the bucket creator, but I know a ton of talented people that I've met through kind of connecting and through doing content that I want to offer any kind of help I can to get anybody in front of someone I want more people to get eyes on other people. And I'm not the biggest, I can't do that, the way that I at one point hope to, but this idea that I don't do my own content, this idea that I shortcut, I think is foolish. I do this full time and love doing this full time, and I'm really hopeful that I really hope that everybody gets 20,000 subscribers this year. Like I hope that everybody like grows year over year. So I'm not doing this to like tear down other creators, I guess is really all it is.
Got you.
So, and I will say,
hold on, Lynch. Hold on,
okay.
because I'm gonna move on from this.
All right.
I'm gonna move on from this. Kris, what did you think of? Did you watch Michigan's game yesterday?
Yeah, I watched Michigan's game.
Okay,
You
let's
know
get.
they do.
What,
They
what
watch.
did you think?
They always watch everything.
I'll never pretend like I don't watch Michigan. It's funny because I picked you guys to lose this week. I thought that there was a weird maybe culture break and a weird like identity crisis you guys are going through, and it felt like this thing was like teetering to like fall off the cliff after just the style you guys lost to USC, and kind of the way that like Lincoln Riley I think put on tape how to beat Michigan, and I wasn't sure if Chiron Moore had the quick wherewithal to like have a quick adjustment, and I did feel like the work jacket thing. Well, I know like that's kind of just who you guys are. It felt like a little gimmicky, and maybe that there wasn't like a serious attempt to like get it to click into place and go. But shit, dude, like you guys looked dangerously good and like back to what I thought you guys would look to the most of the year. And I think Washington's a really good football team. I advocated that they should have been ranked 100%. And when they weren't, I was kind of bummed. But no, you guys look good. You guys looked really dominant. I was worried about kind of the run game given some of the injuries you guys had. And you guys are more beat up than I think I realized. But no, good football team. They kind of click things back into place. And I think what's important in today's like college football is that like you can have a stinker and that's not who you are anymore, because I think there is more close and contested games. And so Michigan, I definitely think played their worst game of the year against USC. And maybe that's a wake-up call. Maybe it's like, okay, like we don't get to just roll up out of bed and push people back. Sometimes you kind of need that wake-up call to get going. Similarly to how, Bama lost to Florida State this year. And then it's like, okay, like let me lock in and get it going. So they look good, man.
Did you get a cold shiver down your spine watching?
No, hell no, man.
Yeah, no, I was going to ask you.
The Chris Drew curse is a real thing, though.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you, as an Ohio State fan, like even taking like the fandom out of it, looking at it from an unbiased standpoint, but through the lens of you being an OSU fan, seeing that game, does that kind of make you worried for November?
I don't think worried is the year, but like definitely like eyebrows raised. Like I'm acknowledging that, okay, like if you guys play your A game and our coach like tightens up again, like I don't know what the hell could happen. And that game being in the big house and kind of the environment of the big house, I thought like deserves credit for this week. Kind of like has me like, okay, like is our coach going to tighten up, or is there so much trust in this unit that maybe that's gone? So I don't know, man.
I'm glad you brought that up. Because I hate this. There's some narrative that he played too tight. Maybe last year, if you want to throw that.
No, last year was tight. I'll give last year was tight. The other years, I don't really buy that.
Because C.J. Stroud threw for almost 400 yards his both games against Michigan. This narrative that Ohio State doesn't fucking open it up against Michigan is fucking retarded. A lot of your fan base are fucking retards when they say that.
Well, hey, chill.
Nah, it pisses me off because
that's real. That's real.
They believe that. Not all of them. Not all of them. I'm not gonna say all of you, but it's a stupid narrative, right?
Yeah.
Oh, listen. Obviously, your man Will Howard, the Michigan game in the regular season, that Michigan game, that was the game where he threw for the second most in that season. He threw for over 30-something. Oregon game being
okay, wait a second, Maniac. Can we, you know ball, I know ball. We can acknowledge that passing attempts don't tell the whole story, right? Like yes, he had the passing attempts, but the downfield shots were not there the way they had been early in the year. And honestly, I think part of it was tightened up. I do think what does not get talked about is he took a shot. I don't know who it was, but someone on your Michigan defense rocked
Makari Page
rocked him. He went into the tent and looked like he couldn't see past 15 yards down the field. And that I think contributed to the tighten up. And so like for Michigan, I'm a big believer in like you hit people and make them change their games. And that's what it felt like happened. Like he got his shit cracked and it changed the way he viewed things. And I acknowledge that the same way that I acknowledge like in the postseason when Lathan Ransom was coming downhill cracking guys for Ohio State, it changed the way other teams wanted to play against us because it's like, oh shit, there's someone lurking right there that might really crack my dumb ass. So I do think that contributed to the tightness. agree with you. Yes, he dropped back a good amount, but not all passing attempts are created equally. And you can acknowledge as well as I can that the throw game in that game let you guys off the hook, right? And maybe like less boomer bust because there was some tightness after he got cracked, I'll say.
Yeah, but you also understand that Michigan played a light box, right? So we constantly had 7 in coverage, right? So it's gonna be tight. Now, Will Howard he took 2 shots to your man JJ.
Yeah, one of them was PI, right? There was a PI in there.
Both were PI, which one should have been on him because he grabbed my.
Hey, y'all gotta chill. Hey, hit the weight room, bro. Forget that.
Nah, not that one. No. I'm not talking about when he pushed Zeke Berry. That should have been OPI, but we're gonna give you that, right? Because we're not gonna cry.
Physical football. Y'all like physical football, right?
Yeah. That's why I'm not crying. You don't hear me say nothing. I take that. We leave that for your fan base, the excuse fan base, right?
Oh, chill out. Hey,
all right. So
this fan base, you just had someone in here talking about Kirk Herbstreit's son. No, I don't want to hear no excuse, fan base. Get out of here.
So, all right. So, no excuse. Perfect. So, you guys say this, right? A lot of OSU fans said, "Oh, we were running right into the teeth of 2 first-round picks." Okay, 2 things could be true. That plus, Kris, let's not act like Oregon faced Grant and Graham and they cooked us. Texas faced Graham and Grant and cooked us. So a lot of teams had success against Michigan with these guys in the front. You guys just couldn't handle them, and that was half the story. And the secondary played the game. Will Howard was moving the ball from 20 to 20. That was moving the ball. Y'all moved the ball on us, but y'all just couldn't do it consistent. Y'all just couldn't hit the home run. So what you're saying is that this year, y'all going to take a lot of shots.
Yeah, I don't know if we're going to take a lot of shots. I think this is a different team. Obviously, like I like going year over year and like base personnel. I mean, we definitely dropped back and kind of aired it out. But this year, it's funny because like, man, actually, I don't want to give y'all any ammo.
They're not that explosive.
We'll see you in November.
Ohio State's not that explosive this year. They're more methodical.
Hey, we'll see you in November.
No, it is. He's right. But that's not bad. That's not. In fact,
that's actually
scarier. That's probably scary. The only thing that if I'm the Buckeye fan that I would say is your run game, right? Your run game is mid. You got talent. But y'all can't get you're saying through 46 times against Wisconsin. I don't think that should have been the case against Wisconsin.
That's pretty wild, Kris.
Well, here we go. I think that was just a point of emphasis heading into the week. Like personally.
Okay. I mean,
like here we go, Maniac. Wait, can I just real quick?
Yeah. All
like you're Ryan Day. Like you're trying to see what your quarterback can do. A game where you can see what your quarterback can do, drop back wise, like in volume dropbacks, and not risk losing the game is against Wisconsin, right? Like that. That's so like Ryan Day does the thing where like it feels like he tries to do this every now and again. And he said after the game, we tried to put more on Julian's plate today just to kind of see how he'd react to it. And you can do that in a game like this because Wisconsin's horrible, right? Like we can all sit here and agree with that. So I don't think like drawing too many conclusions from this Wisconsin game is like ideal just because like they're a bad football team, probably like one of the worst 2 teams in the Big Ten. So like,
agree.
Look, guys, the question isn't if we're going to be, the question isn't, can we really slow down the offense? The question is, are we going to be able to move our offense on their defense?
I mean, that's a y'all question because I think our defense is the best in the sport right now. So
I don't think that's really up for debate if we're being honest. But that's a real question about that game.
No, I mean, it's hard to debate that anyone has a better defense than OSU. I agree with that, and I said it here weeks ago, and Richie and the OSU fans in the chat know that. I said your defense is fast and your defense is physical. They play 2 ways. Now, my thing is this. You know, Kris, you've been watching football. You said, especially you're a college football fan like me. I watch everybody. Yeah. When it comes to rivalries, this shit does not matter.
No, you throw everything out the window. You throw everything out the window for that game. Like that's why I honestly, bro, like I don't even like previewing that game. Because that game is so different than any other game the whole year, bro. It's nuts. And like, I don't know if you guys know, my mom went to Michigan. So like that's also
time out. Oh,
long because this is wild.
Personal foul.
Yeah.
Yo, we targeting. Get kicked out.
Dude, that's why
is a Michigan alum. and you root for the Buck. All right, explain that to me, please.
All right, so just real quick, here we go. This is why, like, I have such a vested interest in Michigan. My mom went to Michigan, and then my mom also has her master's from Penn State. So, like, she did everything in her power to, and she just got her master's like a couple years ago. She did everything in her power to avoid Ohio State. But growing up, my uncle, I grew up in Little West Akron, real small. My uncle went to Ohio State, was a big Ohio State fan, and my cousins were I didn't have any boys like brothers growing up, and my cousin would always invite me next door to go to watch the games in my uncle's basement. It was like Ohio State games, so it'd just be us three watching football. Because in my house, I grew up with just my mom and my sister, and they weren't really like big football people. So like I grew up in Akron watching Ohio State, and then in 2006, Troy Smith was the quarterback at Ohio State, and he's from Northeast Ohio. He's from about 30 minutes from me. And so like that's kind of what got me into Ohio State. But my mom, did go to Michigan, which is like, so like this rivalry for me isn't really one out of hatred. It's more like me and my mom, like kind of kicking out and rocking out, which is why like the whole conspiracy theory stuff, like me and my mom both always joke about, because my mom is high up, like cybersecurity executive, so like top clearance, like all that. So like so we always joke about this kind of thing, and the Catable thing in particular. But
it makes sense, man. Smart people go to Michigan; they don't go to Ohio State.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
I didn't go to Ohio. I went to Akron, so I didn't even go to Ohio State.
So, and and us males with our mothers, man, that's our mother. I could see if your father was a Michigan fan, and that's a male. Like, you know what, Dad, I don't care about that team. I'm gonna root for the Buckeyes. But Mom, you can't go against Mama, dude.
Bro, it's I always joke. I tell her it's your fault. Like it's your fault because like when I was getting into sports, Michigan wasn't very good, and so I was going to my uncle's house to watch Ohio State every week. He had a full Ohio State basement. My first game was 2007 Ohio State versus Akron. The score was 20-2, and like that, like going to that game was like, oh, I want to get into sports media. Like that's kind of where that all started. So so that's why I consider myself a different kind of Ohio State fan. I know people like want to put me into like one box or whatever, but like I'm a different kind of Ohio State fan.
Now you one of the best fans.
You're an Ohio State fan and a bad quarterback fan. Like Drew Allar.
Bro, here's the thing. Wait a second. Before we do that, I always get blamed for my misses, but not credit for my hits. A couple things on Drew Allar. Drew Allar's from basically Akron, from Medina, like right outside of Akron. And I've been around Drew and his quarterback trainer a good amount, which is also why I have I get upset about the Herb Street thing, because you guys know Brad Mandler trains Drew Allar, right?
Yeah.
So Drew Allar's private quarterback trainer is Brad Mandler. Does a great job. Best in the area. He also trains Herb Street, who ended up going to Michigan. And he also trains Mason Heinstall, the kid that's been going crazy at Pitt. So when people like place these attacks like towards people that are kind of like closest to my football circle, I get so annoyed. Just naturally. And I spoke at Drew Allar's quarterback camp with a whole bunch of kids like Peyton Faison and all those kids. That are I've just been around Brad and that group of quarterbacks. So yeah, like I love Drew, and Drew's a great kid, good family, and I'm really disappointed and also surprised with how this kind of season's gone for him. Aller did not go to St. Ed's. Drew Allar went to Medina.
All right. What was your thoughts? Did you get to see college football as a whole yesterday? Were you able to catch some games?
Yeah, I did. I got to catch up because I watched you guys, but I need to go watch Georgia Tech because I was born in Atlanta. I watch Georgia Tech every week.
Good game. Duke is underrated tough. There's a lot of what the beauty about the NIL and the transfer portal is that it made college football is so much parity now, right? The SEC at one point was like, who from the SEC is going to win the Natty? And can anybody even keep it close in the Natty? I don't even think the SEC is going to win the national championship this year. And I don't think for years to come. Now, I think from top to bottom, they might be the deepest conference, but not the best. They just don't have – I was telling Johnny this yesterday. What made the SEC, on top of the players on the outside, the skill positions, the line of scrimmage, those D lines that the SEC had, bro, and those O lines was just different.
Well, I'll go a step further on. I've got this whole theory that I've been working through for over a year now, but I'll do a video on it at some point. it's like this. What if, I'm going to start at the top. The SEC, in particular, 4 teams in the SEC have been cheating for well over a decade. It's been well documented, like paying players.
Absolutely.
And because of that, the Big Ten had to try to maneuver with less talent. And so what they did was invest into coaching development. So for the last 15 years before we got to the NIL era, the Big Ten had better coaches because they had to get more out of less. And so we got like a good system for developing athletes. And then all of a sudden, everybody could pay players. And so when players go up north, you get better football because it's like we're getting talented players and also better coaching. And then the other part of it that really helped the Big Ten was the talent influx continued to shift because the spring window, SEC, you couldn't go SEC to SEC. So when kids hit the portal in the SEC, they would come to the Big Ten where they got better coaching. So you're getting better talent and better coaching, and that's going to equal Midwest players being better and better and better. And then the other part of it is evaluations for Midwest kids is a different kind of evaluation because a lot of places don't have spring football or didn't have spring football. And so what you're getting is more untapped potential. You're getting bigger NIL deals, and there's a spring window to add more talent, which is equaling like better football in the Midwest. And we're going to see it now because it's like this. If Drew Brees had to be Drew Brees for the first 10 years of his career, and then all of a sudden you gave him Cam Newton's body, he'd have been the greatest quarterback ever. That's what's happening with the SEC and the Big Ten. It's like for a while, we had to be Drew Brees because we didn't have the most talented athletes. Oh, but now we're going to be able to get the talented athletes because we got the money to spend. And it's hurting. And also it's spreading around town in the SEC because I know like other schools in the SEC are also willing to kind of pay now. And so you're getting a more thin SEC. I always say this, the SEC is deeper only when it comes to names. When it comes to actual football talent, the Big Ten's better. And we saw it last year in the postseason. Like you guys took care of Bama. Like Illinois took care of South Carolina. Like we saw it. And here we go. South Carolina was like a media darling all year, but it's like, whoa, last time we saw you guys got beat by Brett Bielema on them. So I'm a big, like, that's above all, I'm a big Midwest football guy. And I feel like over the next 10 years, we're going to win six of them things. We're gonna win 7 of them things.
As long as it's not the Buckeyes.
we're getting free, maniac. Hey, look, that ass. Can you guys please do a call-in show when we win the Natty and I'll react to it?
We did. We did it last year.
Yeah,
we did it last year. We did it last year.
I think we did a watch along for the Natty last year.
Hey, they're asking
if we're being honest, it's a pack of mid out there.
Yeah, hey, they're asking me, Johnny, if I'm gonna do a live watch along for the game. Dude, I did a watch along last year, man. I don't know if you saw it.
There's a video.
That was beautiful.
Yeah, there's a video
that
of
was
you.
Beautiful.
You got your SpongeBob sandals on, and you.
But look, real quick. When that got clipped up and put out there, it did a lot of numbers, right?
Yeah.
Did you see me mad anywhere?
No. But that was natural. That was the game.
You hit different. that fifth step.
That's not you
hit acceptance, Chris.
There. That's like watching it in real
time.
No,
I know. I'm saying it's like somebody clipped it up and put it on their Twitter, and I didn't get mad. It was just like, okay, yeah. That's all. But no, that honestly, guys, like this is I probably shouldn't be telling you guys because you guys are the fucking ops. So fuck you guys. But I did that party, bro, because I thought we were about to go belt to ass. So like earlier in the game,
of course you did.
Earlier in the game,
put Garrison's fire brimstone video, Johnny.
I ain't got it. I wish I had.
Johnny, like at the beginning of the stream, people are asking me, like my boys are like coming through all day. They're like, oh, like is like a close win gonna be enough for you? And I was like, man, fuck no. We need to go belt to ass. I need a blowout. Blah 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 blah. And then like fourth quarter come around, I'm like, we're about to really lose this shit. We're about to really lose this shit. We got the pick six, and then I'm like, oh, we're back. Like it's all good. We're get out of here with a win, 3 and out off the rip, and I'm like, oh my god, it's over. And then that shit hurt, dude. That shit really hurt. And then like
when in your mind were you like, dang, we probably gonna lose this game?
The 3 and out after the Jack Sawyer interception. I was like, we're about to really lose this shit. We're really about to lose this. We're about to lose it, bro. And I was tight. Is that GDG? What's up, man? What's up, brother? Real quick, I didn't text him. I don't need backup. Y'all are all light pack to me. So
No, we taking it. You came here respectfully, so I'm taking it easy on you, Chad.
Man, on me?
I just want to let you know
I'm undefeated.
I'll never.
Don't take it easy on me. What the fuck? Hey, go ahead, Wes. My bad.
I'll never. I mean, I'll put it like this. Y'all, Menace is much better than Buckeye Scoop. Buckeye Scoop is the knuckle draggers of the Ohio State fan base. I'll never go back there. You guys know I'm not lying. The absolute worst element of your fan base is they all congregate there, never going back. Menace is just telling me y'all hostile as shit to us, which is fine. I mean, it's to be expected, but I'll never go back. And I only went to you guys because of Doreen. So shout out to Doreen.
I love Doreen, man.
Yeah, I know that y'all are close. I'll go because of Doreen. I'll go to Menace, but I'll never do anything with Buckeye Scoop because I think Kirk Barton is fundamentally a bad person. Just forget football and forget rivalries. I don't think he's a good person.
Wait, can we stay right there for a sec? Can we just talk for real quick?
Go ahead.
So we said earlier we were doing the whole like react to things, guys. I don't like reacting to content that I don't like. You got me. So like I know it's gonna come up about like Buckeye Scoop later on. Like with all due respect, like, I don't really like their show, so like I don't really want to react to it. Like I enjoy this, so that's like another part that I didn't really get to talk to because I think me and Dom are about to like start sparring. But like that's the other part. Like I will only react to content that I like.
All right, that's a good call. I mean, I don't begrudge you for that. That's fine.
Because like think about all the creators I've reacted to, right? I don't know if you guys have like I reacted to Landon Tangwall. That's my dog. I love Landon. Does a really good job at Penn State. Like I react to the voice of college football stuff. Obviously, like I know GDG. I know. I met TJ after I reacted to his stuff. I reacted to I think the Cover 3 podcast once, and I like some of their stuff. So like I only like reacting to people that I feel good about. Okay, like if they get one sub out of this, win for me. Let me put it in the description. So that maybe goes against the journalistic thing or whatever. But.
Right, and I mean, hey, speaking of your React stuff, I put out a couple that you might be interested in that involves this guy up here. We did a interview with him, and then also with Garrison and the Maze Madman.
Yeah,
you want to learn more about them?
Yeah, what's your channel? I'll link it right now.
It's the Gamer Sideline.
Perfect.
Look at Lynch with the shameless
plug in. Shameless plug. I respect that.
We got two of the interviewees on here right now. I figured I'd bring it up.
I know it's cool for me to be a villain, but I think I'm the wrong one.
Yeah.
Chris is he's a nice guy.
No, I mean I like Menace more than I like anything else that anybody does on that side.
I've watched Menace a couple of times. I'm not gonna lie. I would salute you. One, I know technically you guys are an Ohio State podcast, but y'all cover football as a whole, and I like that. It's just not OSU, and we the best. Nobody can beat us. So I respect that. At least you guys could, I like that. It's like, okay, I could listen to this here and there.
I like having 2 shows a week where I don't write any Ohio State. I like that. Like I consider myself a really good
wild dude though. Your man is wild. He be like, he's gonna dick punch him and he's gonna fly.
That's how coaches talk, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
I respect it because it's who he is. I like that. That's why when I get in my bag and I do what I do, don't tell me to chill. This is who I am, bro.
Yeah,
I'm not threatening nobody. I'm not saying I'm gonna kill you and I'm gonna chop your kids up. I'm not saying shit like that. But everyone is who they are, and that's that. But anyway, you know what, Chris? I'm glad you're here because Garrison is here now. He said he listened to them because they bozos. Vellatini, whatever his name is, Enrico. He said Michigan is a regional program.
Well, who's a bozo?
Vellatini, relax, bro.
Valentini.
You mean Valenti?
Whatever his name is, I don't give a
Valenti,
fuck.
I mean, hey, number one sports show in the state of Michigan.
Good for them. They bozos still. They still bozos.
I mean, listen. I mean, people can be mad about the regional program. Like,
I'm not mad.
Like,
it's not the truth.
No, okay, buddy. I heard you. What I'm saying is, like, people can be upset about it and say it's not true, but I mean, I can give you reasons on why I believe so.
Wait a second.
Did you believe? Here's the thing.
I got you. Just real quick. Is Michigan a top 10 job in America? Let's start there.
Absolutely.
Yes.
No.
Absolutely.
No.
So
Absolutely.
can I go down a list of schools and then
No.
we can discuss it, because that's what I think Garrison's referring to, and I'm willing to do this. So we're gonna start. I want to start with jobs that maybe
Kris, do you mind? Wait, Kris, before you do that, do you mind if I'll be quick about it? Like, I'll be 30 seconds. These are the main points I give on why I believe this about them.
Oh, I listened to it. I heard.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. But real quick, I want to do the jobs thing. All right. Is Michigan a better job than Ohio State?
Absolutely.
It could go. It's there. It's
okay. Wait. For a decade, you guys complained about academic standards and we're a football factory. Is that gone now? Are you believe Michigan's an equal job to Ohio State?
I think with the upturn of the financials coming into Michigan and the quality uptick, I can see it being a much better job than Ohio State.
All right, that's fine. Hey, that's fine. We'll revisit this one. I gotta check your guys' temperature because you guys might sound insane as fuck. Is Michigan a better job than Texas?
Yeah.
What?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to give it to Texas on this one. They have a much better facilities down there because they are the state of football.
So Maniac, this is where you and GDG you and Garrison can't have a discussion, because if you think that Michigan is legit a better job than Texas, my guy Mike doesn't think so.
All right, so name me Let's skip it. Let's get right to it. Name me 10 schools, better jobs, 10 schools that is a better job than Michigan, bro.
Well, here's the thing. If you won't
just name them. He said 10. Garrison said 10. I want to hear 10.
I said 10.
Name
Ohio State.
Go ahead,
Alabama.
Whatever. All right. Okay.
Alabama.
Whatever.
Texas.
Recently, Alabama, because it's saving.
Okay.
Recently?
Ohio State, Texas, Alabama, Georgia, LSU.
Hell no.
Wait, hold on, Kris. 1 second, Kris. Maniac. Was Michigan a better job when Bo Schembechler was there and Bear Bryant was in Bama?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, wait. Time out. Wait, Bear Bryant. Bro, they were two legends. Let me ask you this.
Maniac. Wait, bro. You just said they're two legends. How many championships does Bo Schembechler have?
0.
How many does Bear Bryant have?
And who's a bigger brand? And if you put that fucking Mickey Mouse A compared to the Black M, who's gonna be more recognizable?
Hey, Johnny. Hey, wait. Pause. Johnny, is Michigan a top 3 job in America?
I wouldn't say top 3.
But it's a top.
I'd say
10.
top 10, definitely.
Wait,
top 10. I would say top 10 though.
Okay, Maniac, can you give me 3 jobs that are better than Michigan? I just want to hear, because if you don't think Texas is a better job than Michigan, I'm really
what
curious.
Makes Texas?
I gotta stop you there. What makes Texas better? I gotta hear this.
Recruiting base, booster support, the academic standards to get in, and then regionally, yeah.
Well, I don't think Texas is a better school.
Well, hold on, recruiting. I would say in the NIL era, recruiting is not going to be better though.
Michigan high school football is not in the same planet as Texas high school football.
I cover the state of football. It sucks.
But if you're basing it off of winning and things like this, they're not any. They're historically they're not any.
Okay, here we go. Wait. Then let's Garrison watch this.
No.
Listen up.
Real quick.
If Michigan, wait.
Real quick,
I got it.
Kris.
Yeah.
What's happening?
If Michigan,
are we waiting on you?
Michigan is the top 5 job in America, why is Chiron Moore your head coach and you guys didn't have a national search to go take somebody's coach?
Well, that's actually real easy. That's real easy. That's real easy. Ward Jabba Hut Manuel is a bad AD, and also he wanted to keep the culture. Jim Harbaugh recommended him. It wasn't, bro. If they wanted to do a coaching search, they could have. If they wanted to do a coaching search, they could have. They chose to elevate from within.
Hold up, Jordan.
It wasn't because they couldn't do a coaching search. They 100% could.
Ben, you do understand that Ward Manuel, bro, is not just Ward Manuel's job is the athletic director.
Y'all gonna let Johnny with no shirt on, got out the shower, put a beanie on, to turn the camera on. Y'all gonna co-sign that, man? Get your man.
Yeah. Hold on. Time out. So what the fuck Ryan Day did to get the Ohio State job?
Maniac.
Maniac answer it.
I got it.
I want to hear this.
I've prepped for this. You know what happened?
What happened?
The whole infrastructure stayed into place.
That was the point of keeping Chiron.
Wait, maniac. You know why that's in theory incorrect because half the infrastructure went with Jim to the league.
No,
wait, Chris,
the culture and the players. It was
no.
back.
It's not about
Chris, let me
coaches
answer
and
this.
players. Forget the coaches and players. The people that build the culture, strength coach, recruiting coordinator, OCDC. Guess what? Ohio State kept 4 of the 5. Did Michigan? No, Garrison, chill. I got it. Did Michigan retain their strength coach?
But why did Ryan Day do to deserve that position?
He was a world-renowned offensive coordinator.
He didn't. No.
Wait, we don't answer it, maniac.
Hold on.
Do you let me?
Ohio, all right. Like Ohio State, right? Being the program they are, you went from Jim Tressel, right? Then Fickle for 1 year, and then you went to a legend in Urban Meyer.
Yeah.
And then you went to Ryan Day. Now you say, oh, that's not impossible. Jim took everything. No. First of all, Chiron in the Natty season, he won 3 of the biggest games for Michigan. That's one. The players loved him. That was like, yo, we want the young. We in the new era. We in the new era college football. Get the young, innovative coach. Now it might.
I'm gonna get with
that
you.
has nothing to do with a search. Anybody will come to Michigan. Y'all bum.
If you hold up, all right. If y'all hey, no, there's so much. Hey, get your ass back here, bro. I'm still talking to you.
I ain't going nowhere.
Hey,
it's easy work.
Hey, easy work. I'm really Floyded here. Is your strength coach there? Did your culture take a step back this year?
Well, wait, Chris. You know what's funny?
No, hell no, I'm not waiting, bro. He's not running from this. Did your culture?
But you don't know that. But Chris, you don't know that. You don't know that till it happens. They thought keeping Chiron Moore would keep the play. First of all, part of it too is they wanted to keep the players that were there. Like they didn't want those players transferring.
Did you guys keep your strength and
They didn't want those players transferring, and they thought Chiron Moore would be able to keep the culture the same instead of hiring a new coach. Because even with a new coach, they're going to hire a whole new staff. Even though we didn't keep some of the guys, we at least kept some of the guys, and we kept the culture there. That was the idea behind it.
That's fair. Yeah. So you made a scared hire, and I can appreciate that.
I don't disagree with that. Hold on, I don't even disagree with that. I personally thought they should have done a coaching search, but I think the mindset was. I agree. I think it was a scared hire.
Chain out of here. Not in this site and take those fake Ray-Bans off.
So are y'all trying to?
Everyone said
Chris,
Joe Platt. That was a great hire for Michigan at the time. That was a no-brainer. What are we talking about? What are we about Ryan Day? Because your man, what's his name, Urban Meyer, he faked an injury or whatever it was.
No, that was no, he did not fake
a heart attack.
Hey, is Michigan a better job than Oregon?
Yeah,
100. That's not even a
100%, man.
100% better job than Oregon.
This is the dumb shit I'm talking about.
Hey, wait, maniac.
Hey, that might be debatable.
Thank you, Jordan.
I don't even know how that's how's that a question? What has Oregon done to make it a better job? Are you basing it off of winning, or are you just basing it off of future potential?
What makes Oregon not regional, Garrison?
I want you to go on the record and say because it is.
Oregon's never done anything, so I don't know what makes that a better job.
I want you as a
right now.
Hold on. Let Kris talk. Hold on.
Look me in my eyes, maniac, and tell me. Go on record. Chiron Moore should not be the head coach at Michigan. Say it.
Right now, I don't know. It's up for debate. We got to see how this.
If it's a top 5 job in America, he should not be the head coach.
He shouldn't be there.
No, there's a bunch of coaches that shouldn't be places that have been there. What are we talking about?
Be the coach of Texas.
They did a coaching search. They just made a mistake.
John.
You guys didn't do one.
They made a mistake.
Two different kinds of mistakes.
Oh, okay.
So we can't make mistakes. Now
no.
Y'all made a mistake. So now y'all ain't you're regional now.
Wait, so this whole argument is disingenuous. If the game wouldn't be the game. The game wouldn't be the game.
Hey, Garrett. Hey, y'all gotta give Garrison credit. He cooked y'all. He said the real punishment was Chiron Moore beating Ohio State and beating Michigan because now y'all are stuck with a mid coach for the next 3 years.
You're stuck with shit.
We'll see, Chris.
The game wouldn't be the game if we were a regional power. The reason the game is the game is because it's 2 national powers.
That's not true. That's not true.
If we were a regional program, your chief rival is a regional program. What does that say about Ohio State?
West Quad. Let's have the conversation.
Define our terms.
Wait. Let's have the conversation. Do you believe all?
Jordan got fake Ray-Bans on.
That's crazy.
Can we hold on, Garrison? Let me ask you though. What are the qualifications to not be a regional program?
No,
what
okay,
makes
bro.
a regional program
Again,
not one?
again. So if you didn't hear my, so
And then you
if you
name
didn't,
one.
if you didn't hear how like my basis on this, what I
Hold
said
on,
was,
real quick,
wait,
Garrison.
wait. Can I answer his question?
No, real quick.
No,
I
because
said,
you.
when I say
Okay,
real
go ahead,
quick,
buddy.
that means I'm going to actually be real quick. You got this from Valenti. Is this? Did you?
No,
have
no,
this,
bro. Hold, wait.
No,
You can't just
you
wait.
said you got it from
You
him.
can't just say wait. You can't just sit here and say that.
A question. I'm asking.
No,
you a
you
question.
didn't. You didn't ask me a question. You made a statement.
Did you? You already said you got it from Valenti.
No, I said he said it before, but my reasoning is not because he said it.
Did you think of
my
it?
reason,
Did he think
bro,
of it?
Johnny, you're trying. Johnny, I see what you're trying. Johnny, I see what you're trying to do. It's not going to work. He has said it before.
Was it you or was it
Johnny?
him?
I'm trying to answer your question. I'm trying, bro. You're being maniac right now. I'm trying to answer your question.
No, I'm being me.
I'm trying to answer your question.
Hey, man,
listen, Johnny. Listen, Johnny. Listen.
Like always.
I am telling you, Johnny. Yes, Mike Valenti has said it before. But his reasonings on saying it are, bro, Johnny, let me answer it. His reasoning for what he said is much different, bro. But you answered me. You answered me a question. And Johnny, how can you listen to a question that you gave and let somebody respond? So what I'm saying to you is that he has said it before, but his reasoning for saying it.
Did he say it before you? Answer what I said.
Let me interject here.
I don't give a fuck that he said it before me, Johnny. I don't give a fuck that he said it before me.
The reason why Valenti said that is projection. Michigan State is a regional program.
I just want to hear what makes
all right, Ben. I'm trying to answer your question, Ben, but Johnny won't let me.
You just ran with it.
Ben, no, bro.
Is the epitome.
Johnny. It's Johnny. I get it, bro. It's real cute what you're doing, but that's not why it is.
Real cute.
Ben, to answer your question, Ben.
What are we talking about?
Ben, to answer your question. The reason I say, all right, Ben, to answer your question, the reason I say what I say, right, is because you would say that you guys have had like I'm talking.
Wait, real quick, Garrison, whose question are you answering again?
Ben, the person who had the original question 10 minutes ago.
Hold on, I'm not asking. Let me clarify. I'm not asking.
No, Ben, you asked me a question. You asked me why do I believe you're a regional program.
I'm asking for what makes any regional program, or what would make any program not a regional program, like the actual qualifications.
Oh, that's a great question. What I would say to that, I would probably say on a consistent basis, you are in the national title conversation. I think that's one. I think another one would have to be that you recruit nationally at a high level, damn near every single year.
Hey, that's a fair point, y'all. Y'all gotta get
those would be my two things, bro.
Yeah, but then here's my problem with that. Then almost every program's a regional program.
There's not a lot of national programs.
That's what Garrett's saying.
Okay, so then outside of Bama,
Ben. I'll give you an example, Ben.
So Bama and Ohio State, are they the only two programs that aren't regional then?
No, not just those.
Who else is consistent? First of all, what's consistent? How many years?
Like Oklahoma, you consistently win.
How is Oklahoma consistently in the national championship hunt?
Bro, wait, bro. Ben, I literally told you. So, like me personally, Ben, I don't know if you know this about me. I respect history, but I mostly focus on the modern era. So basically, ever since USC beat Alabama,
that's important.
So whatever.
Yeah, and it's fair. So what I say to you, bro, is that since then, Oklahoma has been the third best program in college football.
Yeah, but you say consistently in the national championship hunt. They have not been consistently in the national championship hunt in the last 25 years. That's just not true.
Have they won a ring?
Wait.
Did you just
say in the last 25 years Oklahoma had? Wait, Ben, how old are you?
I said they're not consistently.
Ben, how old are you? I'm asking, how old are you?
I'm 29.
Okay, bro. In the last 25 years, Ben, in the last 25 years, Oklahoma has been one of the better programs. What are you talking about?
I'm not arguing they've been one of the better programs. Your qualification was consistently in the national championship, as in like they are their national championship.
No, I said in the national championship conversation.
That means a contender.
I haven't.
I mean, Blue been in the conversation. Blue been in the conversation since what? 2015.
Who?
We just lose to Ohio State in the tail end spins
that way. I mean, since 2015.
Michigan. I'm just using that. Michigan was in the national championship. Michigan was in the national championship hunt with Lloyd Carr too. Yeah.
And we got a ring. We have a more recent ring than Oklahoma.
Hold
When's the
on.
last time they
Let me
won
ask-
one?
hold
Was
on.
it
their
recent?
last ring was
The reason
2000.
I asked for qualifications
White, I
is
think?
because
Yeah.
if we apply the qualifications you're
Oh,
talking
2000.
about, there's like two non-regional programs that are
No, but Ben, but again, Ben, you're going off of your lifetime. I'm talking about the modern era of college football. I think that's where it's getting lost. I think that's where the conversation's getting
Hold
lost.
on. What do you classify as the modern era?
I like usually some people go by you can go by 1960, 1950. I go by the year. I don't know why I'm blank. I think it's what year was that? 50? Is it 60? When US because Alabama had all white team because they weren't going to let players because it was a segregated school. They played USC and then USC drubbed them.
To be.
Wait, Chris, am I lying when I say this?
Year,
Hold on, you know what's
one
crazy
of the
about
most
that?
national, non-regional recruiting class. Our recruits come from all over the United States. We don't just
Both predominantly now.
We get players from California all the way to
a lot of a lot of people get players.
No, a lot of people don't do that. You lying.
So Texas
every year consistently. And then Michigan is one of the most recognizable brands of any school. So we can never be regional. Crazy.
Stanford has one of the most.
Stanford you know who's regional? Virginia. Virginia's regional. You telling me Michigan is on the same level as Virginia?
Venice, you're getting emotional about this, bro. Stanford has one of the biggest. Stanford has one of the biggest brands in the world as a college. I'm talking about the program. I'm talking about the program.
Yeah, compared to Michigan, it's nothing. To be real, I've been watching college football for a number of years now.
So this is all branching from. This is all wait. All right. So Ben, this is all branching from me and Chris asking the question: do you believe Michigan is a top 10 job?
Of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course.
Okay. So
wait.
That's not even. We're not saying we number one or number two or number three. We top 10 for sure.
Hey, Venice, is Michigan a better job than Texas?
No.
Is it? Are they a better job than
Hold
Oregon?
on. I personally think they're a better job.
Let me answer. Who?
No,
That's my personal opinion, though.
Keep going.
I'm
Who
Chris,
else?
by the way, Venice. We haven't.
I know. Keep going. Who else?
You're gonna have to name 10 programs that are better jobs.
I'm trying to ask.
Let him ask the question. Go ahead.
Is Michigan a better job than Oregon?
Yes.
Okay.
Stop it, bro. Oregon is a regional program. Oregon only big because they got Nike. Like, stop it. They listen. Wait. Let me say this. Wait. I'm gonna let you finish. Let me say this.
According
to
Oregon
I think who's a better job, Ben. Two different questions.
He went to Miami. Stop it. He left Oregon and went to Miami.
Here's real quick. Oregon's unique because like they fall into a different category because they have to recruit nationally because Oregon high school.
Yeah, we do too.
Wait, Venice, you do know that Mario Cristobal played football for Miami, right?
Yeah, but we what you say?
We pulling out of Texas now, man.
Hold on. I don't even think that's not the only coach to leave Oregon, though.
That's a newer
Coaches have left
Michigan is a better job than Oregon. I'm sorry.
Okay, no, that's fine. I'm just trying to.
You can disagree, but I think so.
I'm just trying to gauge.
I don't even think that's
okay. Go ahead,
bro.
Wait, real quick. Let me keep going. Is Michigan a better job than Georgia?
No.
Are they a better
Georgia's
job?
Probably a top 2 job right now.
I want to fire through these without like.
I said no.
Okay, cool. Are they a better job than Bama?
No.
Okay, are they a better job than LSU?
No.
Yes. Up to 5. All right,
they're right there.
LSU is like no. I'm gonna say
LSU
no.
has won national championships under a bunch of mediocre
exactly, a bunch of coaches.
Yeah,
I would say no.
Okay, is Michigan a better job than Florida?
Yes.
100%. Not even close.
Why?
Now, only thing Florida has over Michigan is a recruiting base. Other than that, Michigan is a better job than Florida.
Okay, why though?
We got more money than Florida.
Do you?
Yeah. Oh, yes, we do.
All right, hey, look. Hey, look.
Stop it. We got way more money than Florida. We got more money than Ohio.
Florida's not a blue blood. Florida's not a blue blood.
I love pocket watching. I wasn't familiar.
Yes, we're better job than Florida.
You guys do know that.
In Florida.
Wait, you guys do know endowments have nothing to do with programs, right?
Keep going.
1 sec. Is Michigan a better job than USC?
Yes.
I would say we probably on the same level.
Wait, because here we go, Venice.
No, they better.
To me,
Because
if you said they better, I wouldn't disagree.
Money and recruiting base. Who has more?
Yeah, that's why I said. Okay, I would give you USC
I like that
for
answer,
sure.
Dennis. That's a good answer.
I'll give you USC.
Hey, look, I like him. He's not letting me set him up too bad. Like that was good. Like,
I'll give you USC.
Okay, here's another one, Benny. Here's another one. Texas A&M.
Yeah,
I would say Michigan's a better job, but I say it's close. It's
Texas
close,
A&M ain't
though.
never won shit.
No, but they got money and they got recruiting base. I give you that.
We're not saying program. We're saying best job right now.
Money and recruiting base, though, guys. It's not just recruiting that makes it a better job.
Right, it's just not recruiting. Michigan is the bigger brand than Texas.
And there's more that go into it. It's the brand recognition.
Right,
there's a lot of things that go into what makes a job a better job.
My point of working through this is like it's more than just like money and recruiting base. There's like the nuance and culture and regional.
Yeah, it's nuance too. Right, you're right.
Like
Michigan top but I was still, like I said, I would still say Michigan is top 10. I'm not saying we like top 5 or we're number 1, but we're in that top 10 for sure.
Okay, that and that's kind of that's what I'm kind of working through. Now another one, Notre Dame.
Oh yeah, we better than Notre Dame.
Yeah, for sure.
But it's the same level. I would give us like 1A, 1B. We're pretty much the same level as Notre Dame.
Okay, now what about you guys or Penn State?
Oh, we bigger than
way better job than Penn State.
Stop it.
And I'm not to be fair, Penn State's looking for a new head coach right now.
Far behind, but we're better.
What are we doing, bro?
We're having a conversation about.
By the way, Chris, my name is the Maze Madman. It's nice for you to meet me. Secondly, fuck y'all. Like some of these schools are fucking. It's no way, bro.
Yeah, Texas A&M was.
I thought every school I asked was worth a decent answer and conversation. I didn't ask.
Yeah, I gave you some too.
All right.
I'm gonna be
Chris. Texas A&M was a lob. You just threw that up there.
But we are talking about, bro. I think you guys are confusing.
To demonstrate that it's more than money and recruiting base.
Yeah. I think you guys are confusing better program with better coaching job right now. Like
yes,
we're not
Michigan
saying
is a better job than Texas A&M.
Right now.
Right now, today, yesterday, the day before,
Dennis, then why does your coach have a $4 million buyout?
Bro, do you not understand? Like, don't act like you don't know the situation of how he got the job. Like, that's stupid, bro. Was Jim Harbaugh's buyout $4.5 million? Wait, let's stop. Was Jim Harbaugh's buyout $4.5 million?
That's fine. That you got the. I don't like the contract thing. I want
exactly, Garrison.
I want to ask one more.
Dennis, I'm just messing with you. Relax,
Yeah, you gotta be messing with me, bro.
Can I ask one? Dennis, can I ask you one more? Can I ask you one more? Michigan or Clemson?
Michigan.
I would say Michigan.
What are we doing here, bro?
No. Wait a second. We want to talk about.
No, Dabo built that thing up. I'll give him that. But Michigan has always been a better program than.
But no.
Dabo built it up. I'll give him that.
And they have money, and they've got the Atlanta recruiting.
They don't use the money.
Yeah, but they might have the Atlanta recruiting base. But they're competing with Georgia.
They use the money to build.
It's always been a tough get there.
No, they don't need NIL. They're built on the name, image, and like
they build slides with their money, bro.
You know, they were paying.
That's what he said.
They built the big ass orange slide with the money. Stop.
Oh my god. Hey, I definitely. I'll say
no, but I'm not saying Clemson's not a bad job, but I say Michigan's job is better.
Okay, that's all. I just want to see where everybody.
Michigan is a top 5 job.
No, we're not top 5. I wouldn't give us top 5.
You definitely top 5.
We in the bottom half of the other 5.
No, Phil, we'll make sure
we're not better than we're not better
than
Georgia.
Honestly, off the top of the head, only Ohio State, Alabama, Georgia. And after that, it's a pick 'em, bro.
Wait, you acknowledge Ohio?
I'll give you Texas,
bro. Texas might be the best job in America.
Wait, so you acknowledge?
I disagree. And if it is the best job, in America, then they're squandering it year after year.
Man,
no, but
we
just
over here
because you
setting them
lose
up,
don't mean
man.
you're not the best job.
Bro.
Nah, but if it was the best job, if it was the best job, then it would be like when Kris and them are talking about with LSU that anybody could walk in there and win a national championship from time to time.
That's not how life works, bro. They ain't
Well,
no
anybody
book
besides
like
Brian Kelly.
But
we gotta
that
be
also
serious,
speaks
bro.
to the level of where we think it is and where it really is.
No, Texas is the best job, bro.
I don't think it's the best job. Ohio State is the best job.
I don't get why
Texas
people
got
are
the
so high
money.
on this Texas
They got the
shit,
recruiting
man.
base. They got the facilities. They got the weather. Like Texas is the best job.
Sure,
Texas is
they
a
got
better
all
job
of
than
those things. How
Ohio
many
State to
times?
me.
I think you can debate. You can debate.
I think it's debatable, bro. And
And then
I think
second
Ohio
to
State
me
is the
would
best
be
job.
Georgia.
That's why I was saying I can understand Garrison and Chris's point to Oregon because I can see y'all mainly focusing on like kind of right now and recent history. So I can definitely understand y'all.
Here, I would ask this: if the
Ed.
Oregon job were open and the Michigan job were open,
we're gonna get the best coach out.
We get the pick of the litter there.
What? And I'm not asking you. I say,
We getting the
by
pick of the
most
litter,
coaches, do you think they're picking Michigan or Oregon?
They're picking
gonna take
Michigan.
Michigan, bro.
I think
It still may not be job.
That's
Once it is
debatable,
over
Gary.
with.
It depends on the style.
It's hard to even get to Oregon.
No, it depends on the style of coach, though, because like coaches that want to like use the transfer portal and attack things that way with lots of money and an easier academic standard are absolutely going to choose Oregon.
They're going out west.
Money ain't an issue. Money ain't no longer even a problem. We got the richest man in the world back in our shit. That ain't even an issue.
Ben, that's not how it works, though, bro.
It's over for Oregon.
That's a style, like that's a philosophy question, like because some places they like some head coaches want to use portal and NIL heavy, and Michigan wants more like through the roots program building. So a coach that operates like the portal way, like here we go. If Texas Tech's head coach wanted to go either Michigan or Oregon, they're going to Oregon, not Michigan. Like that's just like
we're probably right if Joe McGuire came up.
But if you're talking cream of the crop coaches, like if you're talking, if you could pick if the pick of the litter coaches, like we're cream of the crop coaches, like coaches that every school would want, and it was between Oregon and Michigan, they picking Michigan, bro, every time.
No, here we go. I think Lane Kiffin would choose Oregon over Michigan.
Yes.
He not a cream of the crop coach.
Oh, he's
that's
a
that's the kind of guy he is.
He's a good coach, but he ain't. I'm talking about. Hey, if Kurt Signetti had a choice, he going to Michigan.
Well, Kurt
Wait. Kirk Signetti would pick Oregon.
That's
he
wouldn't. He
goes to the portal.
I don't know.
Nah, we
no,
use
why?
the portal,
You only saying that
we
had to do
portal
it.
too. You act like we don't use the portal. What the hell?
He had to do that in
cream
Indiana.
of crop. We want to talk cream of crop. Would Dan Lanning ever consider leaving Oregon to go to Michigan? Because that's what we're talking
about.
No,
I think he would actually.
I think he would actually.
Hold on, what was the job?
Dan Lanning wouldn't leave Oregon for anything.
Guys, he didn't leave Oregon for Alabama.
Hey, who has the better blow?
We talking hypothetical though.
Okay, here we go.
Who's got the better blow? That's the question for Dan Lanning. So,
settle on my guy.
Guys, Dan Lanning turned down Alabama. I don't think that's a good way.
In that case, he'll probably want to go to Ohio then instead of Michigan.
Oh, that was a good one.
Who said that? Cameron, you didn't mean that shit.
Why would anybody go play for coach the Bobcats?
Here we go. I think
no, Ohio State.
I think Sark wants to build through the portal. I think he would take Oregon over Michigan. Just
He would be a fool
what's
to do
his
that.
portal shit? We use the portal,
right?
No, wait, hold up.
We haven't seen a portal champion yet.
Pause. You're not going to do that. I know you guys use the portal. Do you guys use the portal the same way that Oregon does?
No, because we're not allowed.
We use it to fill gaps. We don't use it to build the team.
Hold on,
bro. I get it.
Hold on. We use the portal, but we also build the program through recruiting. Which
I know, and I'm giving you guys flowers for that because you guys have a
recruiting. Yeah, Ohio State does the same thing. Y'all don't use the portal like that.
I know. No. Well, we use it aggressively in spots.
Yeah, in spots.
We use it the same way.
Building the whole damn roster.
Just to fill the gaps that we have on our.
Ole Miss builds their whole team through the portal. It still ain't won nothing.
Well, it's Ole Miss. They're the Penn State of the SEC, and we can get into that later. But I think I don't know. I think the Oregon versus Michigan thing comes down to like what style of coach you are, and I think a younger coach might lean into Oregon because they like the way the portal can like quick.
Bro, are we forgetting they head coach left and went to Miami?
No. I
stop.
I remember that.
We forgetting about that.
Wait, we can acknowledge that had a lot to do with his.
I know he's a Miami guy. Yeah, I get it. But he still left.
It's like, here we go. Like if Heupel left Tennessee for Oklahoma, no one's using that as like, oh look, it's a stepping stone job.
To me, they on the same level.
Oregon, Oklahoma, and Tennessee.
Yeah,
but I'm saying
Yeah.
then we wouldn't call Tennessee a stepping stool program. It would just be like,
I get it.
He went home to his school. That's what I'm saying.
I get it.
That's
He went to his alma mater. I get
he went to his spot. Like here we go. If
Right.
Chiron Moore, never mind. He's not gonna have enough.
Kris, chill.
Yeah, he
chill,
can go to
chill,
Oklahoma.
chill.
Y'all wanted to go down there, but he's not going. Y'all stuck with him.
Chill.
Hey,
Garrison.
I actually asked a few
Garrison.
Oklahoma fans. They actually don't know him like that. What's up?
Oh wow.
Garrison, how you doing, buddy?
Because the damn few fans.
Real fans know.
Oh, is
know
that
of,
Caden?
Of Moore.
What's up, Caden? How you doing?
Johnny Olden, my buddy. Great to see you, my guy. Good looking guy. Ladies love him. How you doing today, good buddy?
He be having the Menace girls going crazy over there. Y'all don't know. The Menace girls love Johnny.
Here we go.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Isn't that the truth?
He get those fake buffs out, they go nuts.
Don't mind if I do. You know what?
Hold on, Johnny.
Yeah,
You know,
the
when
big
y'all get
three
a
buffs, you
turnover-
don't get to wear those very often, so smack them on. Y'all just be
What are you talking
Washington.
about?
Bro, we get a turnover every game.
Boy, Johnny
What are you
got a
talking about?
turnover in the chat. Put them on, Johnny.
We got an interception in every game this
Hey,
year.
Jordan,
bro.
Y'all
shut
get a
up. You got
turnover and
fake
go
Ray
meet
Bans
with
on.
Ryan
forget?
Day.
Your
You know
camera's
what I'm
not
saying?
on.
We get a
Chris, why you so
turnover.
mad
We
about
get
perspective?
interception
saying?
every game this season.
We get a
Hey, that's
turnover.
a
You
fake
know,
mink on Venice's side.
Yeah.
He just mad because his
Y'all
Yankees
get
not
a
in the
turnover.
playoffs.
Don't hate on my mink.
Ryan Day on the sideline.
Hey,
You know?
just real quick, I'm gonna hate on everybody here except for Garrison because I hate all y'all.
I can't stand Kris, bro.
Hey, the
What I
feelings
do,
are
man?
mutual.
What I
The
do?
feelings are
Chris.
You got in here with no shirt on, bro. Boy, hopped out the shower.
Kris, you just, bro. You just going off on everybody because Yankees not in the playoffs. I understand, bro. It's all good. You'll
What
get
are
it
the
back
Tigers
next
up to
year.
right now?
It's
I was
all
at the
good.
last game and they got a little
wait.
too.
Wait, Chris.
Hey,
I
did you
got
take the
you,
locks,
bro.
Chris?
Huh?
Chris,
Did you take the locks?
I didn't, bro. I gave up
See,
betting for a
you
little
not
while.
worried. You worried about the wrong things,
bro. Here's the thing: it's clouding how I talk about sports, bro. I be getting mad as shit when I lose, and then I be mad at players that I shouldn't be mad at. So I'm done. I'm hoping to be a better host because I stopped gambling.
I agree with that.
Hey, while we're here, I do want to give a shout out.
Meltdown if Ohio State lose again this year.
Dennis, I'm pretty sure that every one of my meltdowns is like documented on the internet, and it's more and more painful every time. In fact, the last
So if
meltdown
they
I had-
lose this year, I'm talking about the fan base in general. Like, what's gonna be the what is they gonna want to fire Ryan Day again?
No, we're not gonna want to fire him, but it's gonna be like, damn, we got beat up again. It's like, just like
Hey,
It'll be somber.
I got a question for the OSU creators in here. I think it's just you and Garrison. If you guys lose again, y'all cool if we make a montage of y'all meltdown?
Sure.
I do. Hey, bro, I gotta get drug tested tomorrow. Get that off my screen. I honestly, bro.
Sure.
I mean, you got full permission if we do a live stream to you can clip anything if we melt down after we lose.
Anything I put on the internet, I don't care. Like it just kind of is what it is. I don't even want to think about it. Actually, I hate it.
Think about it. Think about that feeling that comes back late November.
Gotta embrace it, Chris.
Embrace that feeling.
Both of you.
Embrace that feeling.
Hey, I just hope it's
holding everybody accountable.
Hey, I'm just hoping that in Michigan it's not too windy for y'all in November.
Hopefully you guys
everybody don't get sick again.
Hopefully you guys show up more than 7 wins.
We were sick.
Garrison,
guys,
bro.
hold on. As long as
Garrison.
Chris is on the Menace Sports Show,
as
long as
Jordan, I'm sorry,
as
bro.
long as Chris is on the Menace Sports Show, we ain't losing. It's the Chris Drew curse. We're good.
Jordan, I'm sorry, bro. Like, are we gonna act like 5 losses? We're on the
bro. You ain't even have to take it there though.
But none of them were to Ohio State, so you don't get to say anything. You can talk,
bro. We won the national
championship. You didn't give us an L. That's the problem.
Hey,
still lost your rival.
Right, Michigan is the reason why y'all won the national
championship. Can I ask you a question to the Michigan?
You'll be thanking us.
Quick. If we go 15-0, or no, wait, I don't know how many games it'll be, but if we
It'll
go
be 16-0,
if we go undefeated wire to wire, are you guys gonna be hurt by that? That you guys can't?
No, we're gonna give y'all props.
That's
yeah.
Are you gonna say?
I'm not giving them nothing.
I'm gonna be mad.
I'm gonna
I'm gonna be pissed.
I'm not gonna be mad.
I'm gonna give you your props, but I'm gonna be mad.
Right, I get it.
Blah blah blah. I'm just curious. Are y'all gonna be hurt by that? And if you are, I can't wait to laugh at y'all.
Yeah, just like y'all was hurt when we went undefeated.
Hey, shut up, man.
No losses
talk about
with
that.
the ring. Big Ten champs.
Hey, Kris, I saw the Minister Sports Show. Y'all was depressed, bro. Y'all was depressed when we went 15-0. Like I've seen some sad sights. That was a sad sight.
I don't think I've ever been depressed on camera.
Nah, you depressed that day.
Trying to hide it.
Oh, I have.
Trying to hide it, bro.
You was super depressed, bro.
I'm pretty sure you went to the doctor that week to try to get a prescription for that depression you was feeling after watching us go 15-0. So
I'm not going to the doctor. When those lights come on the Minister Sports side, bro, and if I want to be sad, I just get angry, bro, because I'm like, I can't believe that my team played so ass that I got to look at 2,000 people live and explain to them why my team lost. Like, I just get pissed off. It's not the.
You know what's real crazy though? Y'all might end the season with 0 ranked wins in 12 games. That's crazy.
That's
cool.
It's because every time we play
work. That is kind of crazy though.
But is it our fault that because you lose to us, you go on the
I
win?
didn't say it was anybody's fault. I just said
go put that red back on, Maniac. It looks better. The red looks better on camera.
No bueno. Nah. let me ask you this though. I'm sorry. I know y'all kind of moved on, but I can't because I get tight. Was OSU a regional program before 2001? Because what the fuck did y'all do before 2001? Answer that.
We got some national quarterbacks. Yeah. We got some players.
Where? In the 90s? What did y'all do in the 90s?
What quarterback?
Hey, we're 80s. Hold up. Terrell Pryor, I consider him national.
He said before 2001.
Oh, before 2001?
Before 2001, because this is what gets me mad with OSU.
You know what, Maniac? You're right. I was 4 years old talking about, we're a regional program. Bro, I don't know.
Bro, Michigan is like Pepsi. Wherever someone sees a can of Pepsi, they know that's the soda. Michigan. So you telling me you're a regional program?
Bro,
where the fuck
a
was
brand,
Ohio State before 2001?
A brand is different than what I'm saying a program is.
A brand is a part of it.
Get out of here.
No, it's a part of it, but they're not one the same.
Was Ohio State?
No, but it's a
one
part
of the top.
Listen,
you got
interrelated.
fucking Tressel, a
Just
fucking nerd, a dweeb from Youngstown State. Why y'all didn't get no other top coaches? Fucking Jim Tressel from Youngstown State.
He was a national champion.
Wait, Garrison, stop. I'm gonna hit pause right now. In the 90s, almost everybody was regional. Like that.
Yes.
In the 90s,
Michigan was
no. In the 90s,
Michigan,
everybody was regional. There was recruiting was different in the 90s. You had to send your tape out to coaches individually. They had to come to school and pick it up.
It's a different time, bro.
We had Desmond. Hold on. We had Desmond Howard. We had Tyrone Wheatley. Bro, we had Charles Woodson.
What state are they from? What state are they from?
Brand. What are we talking about?
No, wait. What state is Desmond Howard from?
Doesn't matter if he's
from the Sockeye State.
Okay. Wait, Venice. Is that the same region? Is that the same region?
Yeah, you're right.
Okay,
that was a great.
Wait, that's one goddamn player.
Oh, did Garrison Cook? Oh,
no, because we can use Nebraska.
Maniac.
We can use Nebraska to go against
football was regional from basically every year until 2000.
So football, no. Michigan was known everywhere. Rose Bowl, yeah. 90s,
you didn't win those Rose Bowls.
Kicking your teeth.
You guys are actually bro. Wait, bro. I know more about your program than you do. You guys are not a Rose Bowl winning team. You're not a Rose Bowl winning program.
Y'all wasn't even in the Rose Bowl.
Does anyone know Ohio State's record? Does anyone know Ohio State's record versus the SEC? And no, I'm not talking about the additions of the teams. I'm talking about the actual SEC.
Ben, this is low hanging fruit. Everybody knows it's not good.
Ben, don't do
I'm
that.
sitting here asking
y'all got one of the worst records versus the SEC. That's what I know.
Ben, were you here when I talked about how the sport changed and we all agreed on that? Were we here?
He wasn't here for that.
Oh, so I was here for that, and I wanted to say something about that. I think the last 2 years has been absolute mediocrity in terms of competition. This year's even worse.
No, I don't think it's mediocrity. I think we're confusing mediocrity with
talent spread out.
Okay, but here's the thing though: when talent gets spread out, right? There's less great teams. There's more good teams.
Do you think the NFL? Do you think the NFL is mediocrity? No, most teams are.
Here's the thing though. When teams are liking talent, I get what you're saying. But the problem is that when teams are losing the bottom of the barrel teams. When teams are losing teams that are typically really good are losing to like teams that actually really don't have that much talent, but they're still losing to them.
Did you not get my Big Ten memo that I sent out 2 weeks ago? I'm supposed to have all the Big Ten pods on the same page. If someone didn't get it, please email me and I'll get you the Big Ten memo. We're not doing that. What's happening is there's more parity because players that wouldn't normally play because they'd be sitting in rooms like Ohio State's and Bama's and Georgia's are now at different schools. It's not weakening those programs because only 22 guys can play, or only 22 guys are on the field at once. It's more those guys that would normally be best.
2023 Michigan was the last true champion. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, no, and that's why I asked the question: would you be hurt if we beat everybody, went wire undefeated? Would that?
Look, if you beat everybody, I'll be honest with you. If you beat everybody, I'm gonna give you props. Okay. But at the same time, it's like who did you really? You beat a bunch of mediocre shit.
And then we're gonna wait in the playoff. Wait, Ben.
Really beat no team that
Ben, if you get to the playoffs, what's mediocre?
Hey, just real quick,
y'all beat that team.
The issue with this argument, Ben, is that you guys also won in the NIL and portal era, so y'all did it the same way we did it.
Yeah, but hold on. That was at the beginning of the NIL portal area.
Yeah, and we hadn't fully adopted NIL yet either.
That Washington team, that Georgia team that year would beat any team in the last 2 years,
bro.
Bar none.
You're fucking crazy, Ben.
Hey, wait, let me say this. If it was a 14 playoff, y'all wouldn't have made it after losing to Michigan.
Who cares?
No, Venice, I
care.
That's why I said this year. I'm talking about this year.
This year, no, we're going to give you your props,
hey, guys,
bro.
you know what's crazy about that? Kyle McCord gets a lot of hate. But if he played 1 year later, he would have been in the playoffs.
I don't want my Sunday ruined. I went to church.
Kyle McCord would be in the playoffs, guys, if there was a 12-team playoff.
Wait, Venice, I want to ask you a question, bro.
Go ahead.
So you talked about how Ohio State, like if it was a 4, basically you're saying that because we made it because it's a 12-team playoff.
Yeah.
Did you like? Yeah. I have this saying, Venice, that where I say Michigan fans say things without realizing what they're actually saying. Did it go over your? Did it go over your head that you didn't make the playoff?
What does that have to do with y'all?
No, but I'm pointing out the fact that you're saying like you guys only made it because there's 12 teams, but with saying that you
both statements can be true. Why are you bringing up we didn't make it?
I think it's goofy. Because
y'all would have been at home with us.
No, because I think
we would have ended
y'all
doing that.
But my thing is, I think it's goofy when we start doing that, saying, "Yeah, but if y'all didn't have this, y'all wouldn't make that."
I mean, it's just fact, though, bro.
Guys, you want to hear a harsh?
You cannot like it, but it's fact.
Hey, hold on. Here's a.
But Garrison, you're the one that did that. This the next thing.
Hey, when Garrison,
I can't understand what you just said.
You Mr. Hypothetical, and now
here's a harsh.
You said you think it's goofy when people bring up. You said you think it's goofy that people bring up, oh, if we did this, or and you just did that with your Michigan hypothetical.
What I said, Romain, is that I think it's goofy that people say we only made it because of that. No, bro, we made it because the rules are the rules. It's a 12-team playoff. We were
right. That's what I just said.
No, but nowhere in there did I say if anything.
Guys, here's the harshest truth. No team's going to benefit more going forward from a 12-team playoff than Ohio State. That's the truth.
I don't know.
That's
the truth. True. They're going to be guys. They're going to
be competing if the game is still the last game of the season.
I'm going to just put it out here. Think about this. If there was a 12-team playoff going all the way back to the 90s, Ohio State would be in. I don't even know how many more national titles.
Ben, can we just talk about this real quick? Because I get what you're saying. But like Ohio State is consistently a top 10 team. I think the teams that benefit from that are like your Penn States, your Ole Misses, like schools like that are going to benefit big because they can lose their big games on the schedule, multiple of them, and still win. Ohio State was afforded the opportunity to lose one game a year.
And we all know that Penn State excels at losing at big games.
When I say benefit, I'm talking about actually winning more natties. That's what I mean by that.
I know. I'm just talking about last year.
Yeah, I mean, last year it definitely helped, but like at the same time, dog, like the 12-team playoff benefits all those fringe teams.
Because look, just think about it, right? Wait, let me think about it.
They're never winning nothing. They might get in the playoffs. They're never actually going to win.
Look, think about it. Last year, right, when they lost to Michigan, if it wasn't the 12-team, Ryan Day would not be the fucking coach.
No, that's
that.
No, they would have
fired his ass.
No, Venice.
They was talking about firing his ass until y'all went off in the playoffs. Let's just keep it a buck.
Then they were never going to fire him.
The other part of that, here's the thing.
Okay.
Wait, pause. Real quick. We lost to you guys in a 14 playoff, right? And we still got in, is what I'm saying. So and we were 1 point away.
No, that was a different year, though. Different year.
No, Venice. He's talking about the future of the 12. Like no one's going to benefit more.
I don't agree with
I
what he
honestly
just
think,
said.
bro. I honestly think that playoff saved Ryan Day's psyche because
I just said that it saved his
no,
job.
if it was still a 14 playoff,
Dennis, you said
Ryan Day's psyche would have been fucked because he would have gone into the next year being like, "Damn, I lost to Michigan. Now I got to try to beat them this year with nothing to build off."
That saved his job.
No, it saved his psyche, not his job. His job.
I think it's for me. I think it saved his job.
His psyche. I agree. It saved his psyche.
Well, Ohio State wasn't going to pay the.
They weren't going to fire him, bro.
They weren't going to move on. And also, like at the time, our AD isn't an Ohio State guy. I think that's a really important thing to remember. Like Gene Smith is a Notre Dame guy, so like he went on the radio show and said it's just one loss. He defended him every time.
Nobody likes Gene Smith
because it's a Notre Dame guy. Like that's Gene Smith. Like Gene Smith was not going to fire Ryan.
But if he would have, but here's the thing: if he would have lost and then lost this year without winning a championship, he would have been fired.
I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
You can't.
Ben, pause. If this year they lose to Michigan and it was a 14 playoff, they would still be in the 14 playoff, is my guess.
He'd be Cooper. He would be John Cooper if it wasn't.
Bro, wait, Ben. You guys keep saying that was John Cooper thing. Do you know what John Cooper's record was in the first 4 years minus Ohio, minus Michigan?
I say this all the time. If there was a 12-team playoff during Cooper's era, I think he would have won a couple.
But John Cooper started his first 3-4 years. No, Ben, stop, Ben. John Cooper was not good the first 4 years.
There was a 12-team playoff, but because he couldn't.
The point is
because he couldn't make up for it. He's John Cooper.
Ohio State benefits from the 12-team playoff. Yes, they do. But to say they benefit the most, I think is incorrect. To say that Ryan Day would have got fired, I think is incorrect. Because at the end of the day, like they have lost to Michigan and made the 14 playoffs. So
but that
if you want to be
real,
real,
they benefit the most, Chris. I'm talking in terms of actually winning it. I'm not talking about making it.
Okay,
I think with the 12-team playoff, they'll win more natties because of the 12-team playoff.
I think
more than most schools.
Benefit.
That's what I mean.
I think Bama.
Hey Ben, hold on a second. Hold on, Ben. Hey, you forgot something. You forgot one of Michigan's greatest alumnus. And I'll say this personally. I respect this guy as a Hall of Famer, and I respect this guy because he's one of the greatest of all time. Ty motherfucking Brady. You forgot Brady about Michigan being a Michigan alumnus. So you forgot that part. I wanted to tell you that.
Shit, Caden, you got Caden in here. Oh man.
Yeah,
what the hell are you talking
I
about?
don't give a damn about no Tom Brady. Y'all booed him when he was here.
Hey, Chris.
Hold on. He's still a Michigan man.
Hold on. Let me read these supers. Everybody just chill for a second. Sheesh. Jennifer became a member. Appreciate it. You should become a member. New Life. Appreciate the $3. Michigan go blue. Johnny, you think Samaj should be starting? No. That time has passed for him. DJ Sports Blend. Appreciate the $5. I'm a Buckeye fan and I got respect for this channel. Respect. With a K at the end.
Hello.
Geez Louise, appreciate the $20. Are you entertained? Are you not entertained? We got money back. Kris in here. Kris done got in the Lions Den with the fellas.
I'm not scared of y'all, man. Y'all are a light pack. Easy work. It's a good spar day.
Chill out, Kris. Don't do too much. Blue Wolverine, appreciate the $10. Feels like I'm watching the dysfunctional Brady Bunch. I like it. Yeah. Don B, shout out to Don B. He became a member.
That's my dog.
You should become a member. Dave Valensky, appreciate the $10. The sun rises, the sun sets in Nebraska is still Minnesota's bitch. 6 straight against Nebraska and 7-1 under PJ. Now we have to change that tide against Iowa. Okay, we got a Minnesota fan in here. Shout out to Minnesota. Row that boat. Jarvis Johnson, appreciate the $2. Ohio is RC Cola. That's the cheap stuff. When you're struggling.
We are
RC Cola tastes good.
Oh, Garrison, why would you do that, bro? They're jumping you. Tighten up.
Ohio is
I can't front.
Let me finish. Don B, appreciate the 5. Contributing to keeping the conversation going. AK and Johnny ain't gonna let you hit, fam.
Oh, wow.
And B Vargo, appreciate becoming a member. You should become a member. Go ahead, y'all.
No, I'm gonna get going. I'm gonna join this Buckeye space here. But hey, if you're in here, Dallas fan, stop doing this, bro. Stop tagging me in this crap. I don't care.
Hey man,
that dude be tripping, bro. On me,
he be tripping a
We all
lot.
feel the same about him. We all feel the same.
Oh,
about
and
him.
he be tripping, matey.
All right, hey, you guys have a good evening, man. Good night.
See you,
good day.
Garrison.
Be easy, Garrison.
Chris OH.
IO.
N-O.
Oh, hey, Spike, no. 0-4,
We just
baby.
did an OH
Oh,
and guess what?
0-4.
Y'all can't stop us.
Oh no.
0-4.
Speaking of, if you're talking about who benefited most
0-4.
from the 12-team playoff last season, I believe it was Clemson because they got in over Alabama, who was higher ranked.
Bingo.
Hey, Dallas fan got internet again? I thought he lost his internet for a couple weeks.
Nah, bro got that Obama service.
Yeah.
Nah, bro
hey.
was offline during that 0-2 start. I'm glad to see he's back on the
Hey, he was dead ass offline.
They started off 0-2.
We ain't seen none of them terrible takes in here.
So as a matter of fact, speaking of Notre Dame fan, and this is for the Michigan fans, Kris. If you wanna, comment, you can. How you feel about what Notre Dame was able to do to USC on the ground, and we made a defense look like some elite defense. How y'all felt about
we been knew they was gonna do that.
Notre Dame offensive line better than ours.
We been knew they was gonna do that.
They are, but I felt like that would have been sobering for you guys to watch.
Yeah,
agreed. They did what we should have did. Period. That's
but
basically the summary. They
Notre
did
Dame
what we
is
should
better
have
than us
did
this year. I'm sorry.
That's exactly why they dominated the entire game.
And I think a lot of one thing that I think played into a huge part as to why we ended up losing against USC, especially with not being able to establish the ground game as adequately as Notre Dame did. I think that really came down to the fact that we lost Haynes so early in the game. And he's really like our most elite rusher on the field. So without him, we have Marshall. He stepped up. He did a decent job stepping up when we needed him to. But he's just no Justice Haynes. He doesn't have that breakaway speed. Doesn't have that vision.
And you can't. And the running game gets eliminated.
Yeah,
his vision makes your offensive line look better than they are. Justice Haynes.
Yeah, for sure. He can find the small crack in the line, squeeze on through there, and then he's gone. He'll break away for 100 yards, 75. He'll get out there. He'll get gone.
He operates with patience, gets skinny in the hole, and I don't think people see it on TV copy. It's oh, look, our offensive line is dominating. It's no. Someone got Haynes got skinny and kind of made it work. And a lot of times you don't see someone run through somebody. It's oh, he's not shedding tackle.
He kind of reminds me, Haynes kind of reminds me of a younger Jahmyr Gibbs out there.
I'm not going that far. He's a lot thicker than Jahmyr. Pause.
I said younger. That's why I said younger.
Oh, you're talking about Georgia Tech Gibbs.
Yeah. Hey, Jordan knows ball. I still hate you, but you know ball.
Don't play with me, Kris.
Jahmyr Gibbs has more burst. Definitely 0 to 40. Really, much faster. And likes to operate more in space than Jahmyr Gibbs did in college. Justin Haynes, I think, is real comfortable behind chaos, and I don't think Jahmyr Gibbs was early, which is why Jahmyr Gibbs had to get away from Georgia Tech.
With him on the lines, you can definitely kind of see what he can do.
Gonna make the playoffs?
I do. Because the only game I think left that they could lose is that Pitt game that I think is really dangerous that people aren't really talking about. The Mason kid doesn't really play. That kid, since he's taken over there, they're undefeated. They've got Miami, Georgia Tech, and Notre Dame. I think that he ends one of their playoff hopes. I don't know who.
Realistically,
Notre Dame, because I don't want to hear Dallas fans through the whole playoffs.
Yeah. Notre Dame, they never went nowhere. I don't know why people jumped off that bandwagon. You could clearly see from game one, Notre Dame was always right there. They just been progressing since.
Well, and they did the cool thing where they invested into the end of the season. And what I mean by that is in the world where Ohio State and Julian's saying they wanted him to kind of slowly crawl his way up in terms of how much we're going to ask you to handle. With Notre Dame, they knew we got 2 of the top 10 backs in the country easily. We're going to let CJ Carr just uncork from game 1. And so what you're going to get by the time you get to game 10, 11 is a quarterback that can open it up and spray the ball all over the place. And then you're looking back, okay, if we play zone against them, they're going to pound us to death. And if we come up, their quarterback is no pause. If we come up, their quarterback feels comfortable taking one-on-one shots. So they're going to spin the ball, man. They're a dangerous team. And they're a team, again, when we talk about benefiting from a 12 team, they're the team.
Notre Dame.
They were able to
for sure.
season and be like,
That's
look,
facts.
we can drop a game here because we're going to turn CJ Carr into the best quarterback maybe in the country, and they're going to gamble on that for the end of the year. So it's brilliant. It's going to work. And USC was kind of their one chance to knock them out of the postseason. And now that we're here, it's like we're talking about a massive upset from Pitt. And so I'm really high on Notre Dame.
Carr got to stop doing that fucking running 30 yards behind the line of scrimmage shit. Though.
You saw that play too, Ben?
Yeah.
He was being
he
a high
got to stop
schooler.
doing that.
Got to fit that hole in the back of the end zone.
Yeah, he was being a high
hey, we
schooler.
super missed on him, bro. I just Jim Harbaugh, bro.
I ain't never seen.
That's the only thing I hated about
40
Harbaugh.
yards behind the line of
Harbaugh
scrimmage
missed
like
a lot
that.
of quarterback recruits, bro.
Yo, listen, in the game, a game that flew under the radar yesterday. I don't know if y'all watched it. Go watch the highlights. The Battle of the Mormons.
Oh yeah,
I watched that whole game.
That game was popping.
Hey, that is quintessential college football. Like that's it.
Yes, it is.
Like you watch that, the game feels drunk. It's a little weird, a little bizarre, but
that was another game where BYU was pretty much in control the whole time. They were down in the red zone for that stupid shit. They went for it, didn't get it. Instead of going up, I think it would have been 13.
Yep,
Utah comes right back down, scores, and now it's a 3-point game. Yeah. It's like the stupid shit that you see. Sorry, I gotta stop cussing. The stupid stuff that you see on a week-to-week basis with these teams is honestly unbelievable. Like, like Michigan is one of the. Oh, go ahead.
You see it in college football because these coaches like don't know how to not feel the emotion of their team behind them. Like that's what that is.
Bro, you're up 10 in a rivalry game and you're in the red zone. It's 4th down, kick the field goal, go up 3. It was like 2 or 3 minutes left. They had no timeouts, I'm pretty sure.
Bingo.
And then you lead them back, you bring them back in the game.
Mm-hmm.
But like, and I was just using this to speak on Michigan. Michigan does a lot of things that piss us all off, but they also do things that you should just do. So, for example, in that situation, Michigan is 1,000% kicking a field goal.
100%.
Why are you not kicking the field goal in that situation? But who knows?
No, hey, what happened to Florida State, bro?
I was just about to say that, bro. They felt, bro.
Damn, what happened to them?
They said that. They said that.
Them and Bama went 2 completely different directions after that game.
Hold on. Jay Marion makes a good point, everybody. Hit the like button if you are a big fan of Michigan, especially if you like what Johnny Olden does. Does a lot of great stuff on the internet, by the way. Hey, Johnny Olden. Speaking of which, I got a question for you. And
hey, bro, can you ride the pogo stick any harder?
hold on. I'm trying to make it. I'm trying to not be biased today because I just really got out of church.
Not being biased.
But here's my question for Johnny. And by the way, Maniac, good to see you, buddy. Looking good as always.
What? No.
Hey,
hello
by the
to
way,
M3. No hello.
Let
to
me just
M3?
say this. Let me just say this. Hold on. Maniac gets more hoes than me, just so everybody knows. Just so everybody knows.
This guy's just self-deprecating too. What the hell?
No. But I got a question. And this is blown up the internet pretty much. Johnny, do you know Tom Brady's track record with women? Because I'll tell you, you'll have to hear this news. Hold on. Hear this out.
Hey, I'll holler at you. Have a good show, man.
Hey, hold on, Johnny. You're gonna like to hear this. Johnny, so I have a Michigan buddy, and he told me, he said, hey, Caden, I just got off the phone with Tom Brady, because he literally put out his whole entire phone number on the whole entire damn internet. And he talked to Tom Brady, and he's like, he wanted to know about this rumor about somebody DMing him after his divorce with Giselle. And guess who was in his DMs that was blowing up his phone line all freaking week? You wouldn't believe. Like 6 porn stars were in his DMs, were in TB12's DMs. I'm not shitting you, bro. I am not shitting you.
How did we get on this topic, bro? How
did we get there from football?
Get on this topic, man?
Like
nothing is more believable than that.
Hey, I'm telling the truth. I see the.
Bro, do you got Tom Brady like on all over your walls or something?
Listen, I'm a fan of Tom Brady because he literally, when he went to the New England Patriots, I respect the guy. First of all, I respect Tom Brady. Let me just say that as a quarterback. Now, although he may be from the school that I don't like and I don't give a damn about, but I will say this, Johnny, I respect Tom Brady. As a quarterback,
is this Caden from Voice of College Football?
Yes, this is Caden. You are hearing me correctly.
This makes sense.
Hey, I'm trying to not be biased, okay? Just so everybody knows.
I have some
Just so
bias.
everybody's clear.
Aren't you the guy that said that Ohio State? Don't you pick Ohio State to win like every game 80-0? Isn't that you?
Can you let me keep going? Because I'm trying to, try to lighten up. I'm trying to not be biased. Like I said.
M3 on the road trip.
Where did
I made a promise to TJ that I wasn't gonna give Johnny hell. So TJ, I'm doing this for you, buddy. But Johnny, my friend literally got on the phone with Tom and literally asked him about it, and he's like, "Yeah, they message me all the time," but he's like, he never answers back, and I'm like, how the hell does this guy not answer back? And I'll say this, hold on. 7 Super Bowl rings, multiple MVPs. He's broken the passing and touchdown records of both Dan Marino, Drew Brees, and Peyton Manning, his old rival.
Wait, did you say
and this is the same guy
on the phone with Tom Brady?
Hold on, Caden. This has nothing to do with anything. I'm
just trying to bring this up to speed, Johnny. I'm just trying to bring this up to speed.
You taking too long, and we ain't made it to the third hour. So, final thoughts, Caden, and then we're gonna go around.
Well, I just wanted to get your 2 cents on it, Johnny, but I guess, Nady, you never heard of it. But hey, Johnny, appreciate you as always, man. And we'll catch you on the other side of the road, buddy.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, Caden, for joining.
Hey, man, who's your supplier, man? Because he must be giving some good shit.
What you got, Ben Baller? What you got? Last takes.
Yeah, I'll say this, man. What the hell was that? We got in there talking about.
You don't know.
What was that? Was that some troll shit? Like talking about porn stars and Tom Brady, like his friends on the phone with Tom Brady. I don't know what's going on, man. But anyways, yeah, man. Look, I want to see the team build on what they did this week. I want to see consistency. That's what I need to see. I don't want to see us have a game like we had, and then we revert back to the bullshit that we've been, doing here and there. I need to see consistency, and I need to see us build all the way up to that Ohio State game, because right now this game, it's a 1-game season right now. Ohio State, and we need to beat Ohio State if we want to get in the playoffs and do anything. So that's what I'm looking for. I like what I'm seeing from Bryce is becoming that dude. Marsh. You got Jeremiah Smith got number 4. You got number 4 now. I ain't saying we got his twin, but I ain't saying we don't got his twin either. But hey, go blue. Let's build on this. Let's see what we can do. Chiron Moore, prove me wrong, man. Prove to me that you can actually build on consistency. That's what I need to see from you.
Got you. Jordan, what you got?
God bless everybody. I don't have much to say. I echo what Ben just said and how most of us feel. I just want to see the word consistency and adjustments the rest of the year in all phases. I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's a position. I don't care if it's a coach. I don't care if it's a scheme. Whatever you have to do to win the game, do it. We like what we saw versus USC should never happen again. And I think the issue is it's not the fact that we lose, it's how we lost. It's how we lost against USC. It's how we lost against Oklahoma. So as long as we can make these adjustments and honestly, I look at it like this. Like Ben said, it is a 1-game season and we're banged up like all hell. So if we can somehow get healthy for that game and run the table up until then everything is on the table. So they, we can't want it more than them. And it seems like that they got the memo from that USC loss and they bounced back big time against Washington. I honestly have very little complaints. What I wanted to see against Washington, I feel like I saw. So as long as they continue to remain consistent, we should be good to go. I appreciate y'all as always.
Go blue.
Got you. Go blue. Lynch, what you got?
I pretty much echo a lot of what's been said. I want to see more consistency throughout the rest of the season. I think we're bound to see that now because if we look at last season, around this time is about when Wink finally hits his stride and starts coaching like he's supposed to as a defensive coordinator. I think we're definitely starting to see Chip Lindsey take more of the reins and actually call the plays like he's supposed to be doing I think Chiron's finally taken a step back to let us actually start playing the way that we need to with some coherence on the field. Definitely glad to see Marshall start to step up and finally break the 100-yard rushing in a game mark. That was fantastic to see last night. Hope we see more of that moving forward. Even when we get Haynes back, I'd like to see those two working together more on the field to get us those establish that ground game in a big way. I guess realistically, it's going to come down in November. That's what we're going to need. We're going to need that November win to get us into any semblance of looking at a playoff run. If we get that November game, we're looking pretty.
Got you. Appreciate you, Lynch.
Yep.
Or Litch. My bad.
Yeah, Litch.
My bad, bro. West Quad, what you got?
I want to take this opportunity to once again apologize to Jimmy Roeder and Jimmy Roeder's family. I was not familiar with your game, Jimmy Roeder. You balled out 30. But once again, I'm going to say I don't want 23 to come off the field. Cole Sullivan needs to be a mainstay on this defense. The ball finds him. I'm not even going to say he finds the ball. The ball finds him far too often for him to come off the field, bro. So I don't care. I don't know if it's got to be 15. Somebody's got to come off, bro. It ain't 23. That's all I know. And I want to see Jamar Browder next game at some point.
I want to see Browder. I'm getting a little antsy about it now too.
Right. So I mean, that's all I got. Thanks for having me. Go Blue.
Go Blue.
M3, what you got?
It is, and I'm being very serious. Caden the Diesel Freak is everything wrong with America.
Oh,
people like him get the vote. Like, that's scary as shit, bro. This dude gets the vote. He can't even have a coherent conversation or keep up with a coherent conversation. He's talking about Tom Brady's DMs. He is everything wrong with America, people. That's my thought.
Got you. Well, Blue Wolverine is right. We did make the third hour, but we're on the third hour too. So I guess that's it. That's that. But what else? What was the conversation? Oh, the Michigan is regional thing, you know. And before I even get to that, shout out to Kris Drew. Shout out to Kris for, you know, people don't know this, but right after that, when I made that video and Kris got wind of it because Buckeye fans ran back to Menace and was trying to tell him, Johnny's mad at you, all that. I talked to Kris like, what was that, Tuesday? I talked to Kris like Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? So we already had talked about it, and he said he was going to come on. I just didn't say anything about it, you know. But, you know, me and Kris, we cool. We cool. We've always been cool, you know. So it is what it is. And Kris, he does his work. He does his work, and he does good work. So shout out to Kris for not only showing up, but, you know, standing in the paint, you know. Standing in the paint and, you know, because it's not easy to come up here and have to deal with all these people up here. You know, this isn't a normal setting where you're on YouTube and you got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 other people and they all want to kind of talk to you. So shout out to Kris for standing in the paint and, you know, support him also. Minister Sports, Dead Air Sports, I believe is his other channel. And, you know, simple as that. We cooking with grease. That was cool to have somebody else besides Garrison in the paint that's knowledgeable not only about Ohio State, but college football in general. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. But so shout out to Kris. What was I about to say? The Garrison in this regional program stuff, you know, and why I was saying, which he didn't like, why I was saying, who came up with this? Because you got it from somebody else that's a Michigan State fan. When they're the epitome of regional, they're the epitome of it, you know? And yeah, it's funny to say, but if you didn't have those thoughts before you heard him say that, it makes me lose. It loses validity to me because you didn't have these thoughts until you heard him say it. You get what I'm saying? That's why I was trying to get him to stop and answer that before anything, because you didn't even have these thoughts. You heard somebody say it and then you just ran with it because it sounds good. You get what I'm saying? So that's kind of it with that. We chugging along. Michigan is chugging along. You know, Michigan is chugging along. We saw a lot of good things out of the team, especially in that second half. But it's got to be a bunker mentality with the team. It has to be a bunker mentality. You know, you have to come together. No one, and it's wild when things happen and you hear things happening and guys pointing the fingers when your main quote from your school is no man, no coach, no player, no coach is more important than the team. The team, the team, the team. That's what it's all about. The team, the team, the team. So there's no, you can look on the wall. You don't need somebody on YouTube. You don't need somebody outside of the program to tell you what it's supposed to be like that. That's all over the facility is the team, the team, the team. The correct quote to have y'all come together, that bunker mentality, and try to make a run. Yes, you lost 2 games on prime time that were, let's be real, they were kind of embarrassing losses. But you still have the opportunity. The biggest thing is opportunity. Opportunity. You still have the opportunity to make the playoff, beat your rival, Michigan State, beat your other rival, Ohio State, and win the Big Ten and make the playoff. It's all on the table, I believe, as far as I know. And if you don't win the Big Ten, it's still on the table to make the playoff. It's still right there. Well, I guess you would have to win out to make the playoff. But it's all right there. One game at a time. Shout out to Tropicana Banana. It's all on the table. Keep winning. Keep winning. That's all you have to do. All your goals are right there. Big Ten championship, national, or playoff. It's on the table. It's a lot of football left. Exactly, Don B. It's a lot of football left. Yeah, you got embarrassed, but everything is on the table for us. And that's what the coaches have to instill in these players. Like, it's not over. Yeah, we got embarrassed. Yeah, I've been getting clowned on Twitter, but they're not in this facility. They're not in this facility. So let's look at our coaches. Let's look at our players. Look at your brother, and let's clean it up and let's go on a run. What Cade McNamara say to 1 year? What if we win out? What if we win out? What if we win out? Let's get it. There's nothing better than the opportunity. The best thing in life that we have is the opportunity to get better, the opportunity to lose weight, the opportunity to win the Big Ten, the opportunity to make the playoff. That's what we got. The first Jordan brand, appreciate the $2 super chat from Steven. Yeah, that's Steven. The first Jordan school. Yeah, I mean, Michigan is a big brand. Michigan is it. To me, you can't say, oh, Michigan's regional and then talk about Oregon. It doesn't make any sense. You say Michigan is regional, and then well, are y'all better than Oregon? What are we talking about? Oregon ain't done nothing. What are we doing? What are we talking about? Are we talking about Oregon's jerseys? If we're talking about jerseys, they got the best. They're the #1 jersey producer. Like, what are we talking about? Them dudes ain't won nothing. They the real. You get nothing. We talking about Oregon here. Let me play Oregon.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Yeah, so what are we talking about, Oregon? We're talking about Oregon here. Oregon. We're talking about Oregon. Not the game. Not the game. We're talking about Oregon. We're talking about Oregon. We're talking about Oregon. We're talking about Oregon here. So you can't make the comparison with certain schools and then talk about other ones that haven't done anything. They haven't done anything. Great. They got Nike. Great. They got cool jerseys. But what have they done ever? See, and real quick, this is the thing about a lot of OSU fans, that the disconnects comes when they say stuff, just like they say Michigan fans are delusional. There's a disconnect. Here's the disconnect between them, Ohio State fans, and Michigan. Michigan is a blue blood, whether they want to realize it or not, or whether you were born in the 90s and you were like, man, Michigan's always been bad. Michigan was a big brand way before you was born. So Michigan is Michigan. During the 90s, where my 90s babies at? No, not more my 90s babies, because y'all were too little to even understand. Where my 80s babies at? Where my 80s babies at? Where my 80s babies? What college football team was worn the most through the 90s? What college football team was worn through the 90s like crazy? Like crazy. It's two teams. It's two teams. I'm gonna see if y'all got them. One of them should be obvious, but who did you see everywhere? People wearing that gear. It's two teams. My boy Terran Nelson got it, instantly got it. The Fab Five had Michigan everywhere. You ain't see no OSU gear. You were seeing Michigan shorts, Michigan jackets, all of the Michigan gear. You saw it everywhere. Now, the other team that you saw, Miami. You saw Miami gear everywhere. Everywhere. The brand of Michigan is nuclear. It's nuclear. The respect from the school, the respect nationwide, globally, it's nuclear. So when you talk about, you guys are regional because you couldn't have got a top coach. If this is diabolical, because everybody was talking, nobody realized what he said. You guys couldn't have gotten a top coach. That had to be that was criminal. That was criminal. Everybody was talking. Nobody realized he said that foolishness. Michigan can get a top coach. They retained Chiron because they wanted to keep the culture. Whether it worked or it didn't, that was their thought process. Trying to keep the guy that the players know, so they're not going to try to transfer. Will Johnson, Kenneth Grant, Mason Graham, these first and second and round picks that are balling in the NFL, all those guys. That was the thought process. The thought process wasn't, well, we can't get a big time coach at Michigan. That has to be the dumbest thing ever. That's not even a logical take, y'all. Like, that's just a foolish take. That's a Buckeye troll take. Now, if you saying it's a troll, then okay. But if you're just saying it like it's logical, man, I got to look at you sideways. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, 90s, Miami and Michigan controlled the athletic wear. Not just the sports athletic wear where you're just you're an actual athlete. No, I'm talking about I'm getting fresh. And I'm throwing on this Michigan gear. I'm getting fresh and I'm gonna throw on some Miami gear. Miami gear was everywhere too. And then I'll throw in this one too, North Carolina, because that baby blue just goes hard. So you know that UNC gear. Wasn't no Ohio State gear like that, unless you was a Buckeye fan. Michigan's brand was so powerful at that time and still is that people were just rocking it just because it was the cool thing to do. It was the cool thing to do. Y'all ain't never been on that level. Y'all ain't never been on that level because it was the cool thing to do. Even when we wasn't winning, it was just the cool thing to do. Michigan, you fresh in the Michigan gear. You see what I'm saying? So a lot like 90s babies, they don't know nothing about this. They was too little to even notice what was going on or to even have that knowledge. That was a freebie. That was a freebie for the 90s babies. Because I know y'all be lost. I know y'all lost a little bit, the 90s babies. Y'all don't know. That's why the 80s babies are here to educate y'all. Let's see. Shout out to Goals. The Fab Five had black brothers. They captured Black America. That's Goals, you probably older than the 80s baby, or you somewhere in there. Now he knows. You see what I'm saying? This is somebody that knows what was going on. Georgetown too. Okay, Jay Marion. Jay Marion, I ain't knocking you. Georgetown also. Georgetown is in there too. I forgot about them. I'm going to put them above UNC. So Michigan, Miami, and in Georgetown, that was what you was wearing to be fresh. It was Michigan was in that. I'm wearing this to be fresh. You know who's on Michigan team? I don't know. Boy, I'm fresh. I don't know who on the team. Boy, I'm just fresh out here. I don't know what you talking about. Talking about some Tom Brady and I don't know them dudes. Boy, I'm fresh out here. What you talking about? And the same went for Georgetown and Miami, maybe Florida State, but I didn't really see Florida State like that. Which I was a kid still, but I was old enough to understand these brands that I'm seeing. I didn't see Florida State that much. I saw Miami a lot. And that's when Miami was winning. So I saw Miami a lot too during that time. Kizzle said, "Hey Johnny, I'm 95. Now I'm a 90s baby, 1995. Johnny, I ain't lost. Don't lump me in with them." I lumped the whole generation in together. You doggone 90s babies don't know nothing. You 90s babies make me sick. Hey, starter pullovers. The starter pullovers. Michigan was killing it. Michigan was killing it with the starter pullovers. Georgetown, Miami a little bit too. All these schools, like it was the big thing. Like, yeah. Now I will give Sparty this. When Sparty had the other logo, I saw an uptick. I saw people wearing it more. That the other logo that Michigan State has, where it was an actual Spartan, like a cartoony kind of Spartan with a mean mug. That stuff was kind of hard, and people was kind of wearing that. Now they just got the S. People ain't rocking with that like that. It's too plain. But yeah, Michigan is more than what you're trying to say. Sonny Ray, appreciate $2. It's 20 jobs better than Oregon landing, y'all. Landing will. Yep. It's Miami. It's Miami. Miami is the other team I was speaking of. During the 90s, it was everywhere, bro. It was everywhere, So the youngsters, the youngsters that don't really know, they just and I can't fault you for that. But if you're trying to talk like you just know, you're talking about. So when we talk about going to coach somewhere and understanding that Michigan does have the money behind them right now, Michigan is a blue blood program, and Michigan is Michigan. I'm the head coach at Michigan. It's a big deal. That's not something you just say lightly. It's not something you just say lightly, y'all. Oh yeah, Michigan offered me. No, I've got the opportunity. I'm thinking about it. I have the opportunity to coach at Michigan. That's a big deal. Like, for you to think it's not, it's pretty wild. You can get big coach. Michigan can get a big time coach. Let's see. That starter gear. Yeah, Nebraska was a powerhouse in the 90s, but folks wasn't really wearing that gear like that. Maybe a little bit, but it wasn't on the level of Michigan, Miami, Georgetown. Those schools in the hip hop culture or black culture, I guess you would say, because it starts there and then it spreads everywhere. Those were the schools that had I'm not a fan. I'm not even a sports fan. I'm just fresh. I'm fresh to death in this Georgetown gear. You know what I'm saying? I don't even watch sports, but I'm fresh to death in this Miami orange and green. You know what I'm saying? It's the cool thing to do. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? Wait till they see me in this full Miami set. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? Wait till they see me in this full Michigan set. Yeah. Huh? I don't like Michigan. I don't like Michigan. Oh, yeah. I'm fresh, ain't it? Yeah. Woo. The only teams competing with U of M were the Raiders and the Bulls in the 90s. If you know, you know. Yeah. That's on the every sport level. But I was just speaking on the college. But you probably right. Raiders and the Bulls, you had Jordan, and then you just had that black and silver and black, for the Raiders, Bo Jackson, for that hot minute he was there, the silver and black, Raiders colors, and then the gangs kind of took over some of that. I'm missing some. I'm about to read all the super chats again. Let me go back. Let me see what I missed. I'm over here sweating. I don't know if I didn't turn the air on or what. Oh, Don B, you probably missed when I read all of them, but I'm about to read them all again, and I'm about to get off of here because your boy is hungry. White Sox also is national, Red Wings had its time, but I was in Michigan also, so it was a little bit different, But you had the Russian Five. You had the Russian Five in Michigan, Fedorov, Kozlov. I can't remember the rest. Yeah. I can't remember the rest of the Russian Five. That's how you know I'm getting old, because I knew the Russian Five like the back of my hand, But Steve Eiserman, all those boys, Darren McCarty, those were the good times to be a Red Wings fan. And then that was my boy Fedorov, Sergei Fedorov. He was something serious. Let's get it. Jennifer became a member. You should become a member. New Life, appreciate the $3 super sticker. Appreciate you. Johnny Samaj, appreciate the $5. Michigan Go Blue 1 2 3 4. DJ Sports Blend, I believe. Appreciate the $5. G's Louise, appreciate the $20. Blue Wolverine, appreciate the $10. Don B became a member. You should become a member. Shout out to M3. Dave Valensky, appreciate the $10. we had a Minnesota fan in here, and Dave was talking reckless to Nebraska. Dave said, "Man, y'all ain't about nothing. You hear me? Nebraska, yeah, we own you. We own you." Dave wasn't playing. Jarvis Johnson, Ohio is RC Cola. That's the cheap brand. But when you ain't got no money, it's good. You know? And let me talk about these colas and these pops. You know, I'm from Michigan. You know, I know that Faygo pop. You know what I'm saying? We don't call it soda. We call it pop. You hear me? So RC Cola tastes good. It tastes good when you first get it. The difference between RC Cola and a Pepsi or a Coke is that RC Cola gonna get flat instantly, my brother. That thing is gonna be flat in about 10 minutes. It's not gonna have any crispness to it. It's going to be so flat, it's going to taste like juice or something. It's just gonna taste like syrup and water. That thing is gonna be flat real fast. That's the difference between Coke and Pepsi and those brands and something like RC Cola. Yes, it's good. Yes, if you hurting a little bit or you know what I'm saying, it's cheap. You can get one real quick. Yeah, you can drink it, but you better drink that sucker fast because it's gonna be flat. And I ain't lying. Somebody tell me I'm lying. That sucker is flat real fast. Don Breed, appreciate the $5. B. Vargo became a member. You should become a member. Shout out to M3. Woo. Oh yeah. See, I did miss some of these. Blue Wolverine. My apologies because I missed some of these. But this was the third hour. Kris, get Zach up here too. Hey, Zach had been done cussed half of us out. Hey, Zach, look, I'd pay to see Zach and Maniac go back and forth. Now that would be good TV, good content. I would pay to see Maniac and Zach arguing back and forth. Woo. Jordan, appreciate the $2. Don Breed, appreciate the $2. Goat Sensios, respect Johnny, appreciate the $2. Dot again, appreciate the $2. Sonny Ray, appreciate the $2. I read that one. Dot again, appreciate the $5. Lauren Peoples, appreciate the $2. An opportunity to fight another day. Yes, sir. And one of these I didn't read. Oh, yeah, Goat Sensios, respect to Johnny. And Caden brings up a good topic. Don't do meth. Shout out to Don B because I didn't read that. Woo, just tuned in. This shit is lit. Yes, sir. And this was a good show. It was good to have Kris in here cooking with us and, just chopping it up. That was fun. That was fun. That's what I'm saying, bro. RC Cola is gonna go flat. Same with Faygo. Faygo gonna go flat pretty quick too. But back in the day, they were cheap. You can get a 2 liter of Faygo for $1. So you stop and get some pizzas. You're gonna stop and get you a couple Faygo red pops or grape or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be good, but that sucker is gonna go flat real fast. Now, when you first get it and drink it, it's cool. But if you really about that life, get you a Tahitian treat. I don't care what nobody say. That Tahitian treat is the best soda, pop. I don't care what you call it. Call it soda pop. I guess that's the original name. That Tahitian treat is undefeated. Argue with your mama. That Tahitian treat is undefeated. It will take on anybody, and it is going to win. Ooh, rock and rye. That rock and rye is real good. That rock and rye is real good. You know what I'm saying? But that Tahitian treat is up here, and then it's everybody else. It's everybody else. You everybody else. Everybody fighting for second place when that Tahitian treat come around. Because man, that sucker is delicioso. Whew. Let me see what you saying. Go since someone needs to step up and take that job from Samaj. Does everything else right except the occasional drops. Yeah, and I think that's where we're at right now. Somebody has to take the job from him. If you don't take the job from him, he's getting in the game for a reason, because he probably makes all those catches in practice, and he's fast and he's quick. You know, he caught that pass later in the game, that little screen pass, and he ate up 13 yards real quick. Just, you know what I'm saying? So somebody has to take the job from him. That's all it is. Somebody has to take it from him. Right now they trust Samaj more than they trust those other players, which is pretty wild, but that's where we at. So it is what it is. Let's see what we got. We arguing about sodas. We arguing about sodas or pops, depending on where you grew up. You know, I spent half of my life in Michigan, so it was always pop. Then when I was like 18, we moved to Memphis, and everybody says soda down there. So that was the thing. And then some people in Memphis, they be like, drink. Go get me a drink. And I'm like, a drink? What are you talking about? Do you want a pop? Do you want a juice? Do you want water? A drink. I'm about to throw this ball at you. What do you want? A drink. A drink of what? What do you want? You want pop? You want juice? You want soda? What do you want? Tell me what you want. I can't take this. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, different places, people say different things, you know. See? It's in Texas, since Yo says in Texas, it's all Coke. What kind of Coke do you want? Pepsi? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I need to know what you want. Don't just a drink. What is that? What are you talking about? Like, how do y'all survive living like this saying, I want a drink? A drink of what? You want some liquor? You want a shot? You want some pop? You want juice? You want water? Like, what are you talking about? Yep, cold drink. Give me a cold drink. That's what they used to say. Give me a drink, a cold drink. What? I get that you want something cold, but what do you want? What do you want? Like, I need to know. That was one of my pet peeves in Memphis. Like, bro, I can't take this foolishness. Whew. So I guess I'm gonna talk about MSU real quick, and then we gonna get on out of here, y'all. Thoughts on MSU? Michigan go blue. 1, 2, 3, 4. MSU can create their own problems. Do I think we'll lose to MSU? I don't. I don't think they have the defense, and I don't think Aiden Childs is playing well enough to. I don't think their run game is good enough, and I don't think Aiden Childs is playing well enough to beat us. But it's still a rivalry game, so you know they're gonna come. They'll probably have some trick plays, and they've still got stud receivers. They got some stud receivers. So you have to watch out for them dudes, because you know a receiver can just get locked in and he's in the zone. And no matter where the quarterback is putting it, he's making big time catches. You get what I'm saying? So am I worried about Michigan State? A little bit, but not that much, honestly. Not that much. I just don't think I don't think they have I don't think they're playing well enough, and I don't think they have a good enough defense or the culture right now to pull off the upset. You know, I just don't see it. But that's why they play the game. So this ain't a game. Luckily, Michigan has a focus on on Michigan State, just like they have against Ohio State. So Michigan's not going to come into this game sleepwalking, thinking that, oh man, it's just Michigan State. We don't have to worry about them. No, this ain't that type of game. The focus has been on Michigan State, Ohio State, and even Penn State since 2021. Like, we're taking y'all real serious. You get what I'm saying? So that's the thing. So that makes me feel even better. The fact that we take them that much serious, and it's not we don't got to worry about them. It's like, no, they're our rivals, so we're going to take it serious, and we trying to take their head off. You know what I'm saying? So that'll keep the team from being lackadaisical, because Michigan State's not that good. But rivalry game, everything out the window, this could be a barn burner. You never know. It's for the state championship. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. But do I think Michigan State will win? No, I don't. So that's all I got for this one, y'all. I got to go get some hamburger meat. I'm about to make some spaghetti or some tacos, maybe. Probably spaghetti. Magnifico. Perfecto. So that's all I got for this one, y'all. Like, share, and wait, before I even get there, appreciate everybody joining. Shout out to Maniac M3, who's on a road trip. Who else was in here? Venice, Garrison, Dom. Shout out to Dom. Ben Baller, Caden, the Diesel Freak, which is a wild name, but he showed up. Burks was in here. He didn't say anything, but he was in here. And I think that's about it. If I missed you, Jordan, shout out to the Jordans. Lich, shout out to Lich Max. Put your channel in the comments, Lich. Shout out to Lich Max for joining, and shout out to Kris Drew. I knew Kris was probably going to join because he said he would when we talked on the phone. I just didn't say anything. I wanted to make it seem like we were still mad at each other, or I was mad, But Kris is cool, and he instantly called me when he seen that I was a little upset or whatever. So it's cool, and even if he didn't, I wasn't gonna just be talking about Kris. I just would have left it alone, and you know what I'm saying. So that's what it is. But shout out to Kris, because he's a hardworking dude in this podcast space, and he does reach out to support other creators. That's something he does. I can and will vouch for him for that. So shout out to him for coming on, getting in the lines. Dan, this isn't easy to come on here and speak with all these people. You know what I'm saying? And also, what else? Michigan State pregame analysis probably won't drop till Monday, maybe Tuesday. But yeah. So that's all I got for this one, y'all. This was a good one. It was good to have other perspectives, especially Kris, because Kris is good at what he does, So that's all I got for this one, y'all. Hey, we over here having a blast. We having a blast over here, ain't we? So that's all I got for this one, y'all. Like, share, subscribe, and as always, go blue. 3, 2,